different.
Impactful, cutting edge.
Let's take this form, this very American tradition of entertainment into the 21st century, the new millennium.
Okay, no. What's the name of the show?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
To bring you our feature presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, what your ears are about to witness, the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house.
Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it.
Allow me to reintroduce this
queen.
From west to east. Just better get it right. Y'all know the name. Wendy Williams. Who? Been in this game for a while. I hate to brag, but
Ain't nobody
It is phenomenal.
like the queen.
Right here.
who the world is this? So much drama.
From yo block to yo block. Heard of the number one female. Been doing this for years.
Every barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the world is this? So much business.
Again and again. Wendy Williams.
Bringing your name up. A lot of you haters
Scared to death. In the show.
She at it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it to win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like to present you the winner of the Gangsters of the Year award.
Once again.
Introducing the queen.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. Oh, yes. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Good to be here with you good people. So the Grammys are tonight, and, we'll be talking about that, if you care, who you want to win, who should win. Oh, and the beef between Madonna and Mariah Carey and how it relates to the Grammys. Also, I mentioned MySpace.com yesterday. I have a story regarding MySpace.com, and maybe you all have your own stories regarding what all's going on over there. Plus, we'll talk about Dennis Rodman, many of the other celebrities. You know what we do. We gossip here. Also, during Advice Hour, I do Wendy's Medical Minute, and I wanted to speak with you about red meat. And I eat it regardless, but I want to speak with you about it because it's the Medical Minute. Also, during Advice Hour, I've got a list of the top 10 questions, ladies, that you might want to ask a man before you get serious and why it's important to ask these questions. We've got Remy Martin coming in on the show today as a special guest during the Hour of Truth. And during the Hour of Truth, I wanted to talk with you about a visitor that we have lined up for next week and how I need your participation. And it's regarding protein enzymes and testing for if he or she is cheating. Yes. So keep it where you got it. We have a full-blown show. It is what it is, people. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
A shocking story surfacing within the school district has many parents on edge. Police said 2 6-year-old boys were performing sex acts on each other on campus. There was... Oh, come on. Come on.
How you doing?
I'm gay. I'm a homo. I like guys.
I'm embarrassed. Why am I laughing at this crap? Come on.
This it right here.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot.
Coming through your speakers, boy.
It's Wendy, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
All right now. Hey, everybody. Hey, Beyonce. On the cover of the new Jet magazine, all pink. It says Beyonce adds spice and intrigue to the movie The Pink Panther. I wonder how she's going to do in this movie. I asked that question back in the pink room, and as I answered my own question by saying, great, I was overrun with probably not good at all. But see, my great is because I'm not judging an Academy Award worthy performance. What I'm judging is the star power, some of the box office ticket sales. Certainly her presence will lend to that. And Hollywood will use her for other movies like this. When I say like this, I mean she will continue to do big box office productions and not Negroidian buffoonery that we love. But nevertheless, you know, tends to not do as well as the box office, tends not to have the big budget. So that's my version of well, you know. The people love her. And Eve, I'm sorry, but Beyonce has something that you just don't have. Because if you look at Eve has been in Hollywood long enough and in the pages of all the magazines, from In Touch to the National Enquirer, you know, what the hell? Cosmo Girl, Essence, you know, Jolie, you know, all of them. But the thing about Eve is that while Beyonce can't speak worth a dime, Eve is too hood. She's still too hood. And the reason that Hollywood loves Eve is because white people have a fascination with hood black people. They have a fascination with us in general. Shout out to the white people. I know we're only 30 seconds into the show and you're like, there she goes. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like Eve represents that certain hood element that perhaps they aren't necessarily privy to firsthand, and it's safe. So, you know, they're around Eve. But too hood to put into a major picture. Because Eve's been in Hollywood long enough. I can't think of one movie that she's been in. Although I don't go to movies, I do the gossip. Barbershop. That was one of them movies. And now Latifah was in the movie, but Latifah is also a crossover artist. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Eve. And as long as Latifah is there to cross over and be there, that blocks Monique. Because if you think about big girls in Hollywood and stuff, and perfectly lovely women, and I know I've talked about Monique, but you know, anybody who's smart knows how to do the dance when they get behind closed doors. Some do it better than others. Others don't settle at all. Somewhat like me and a lot like Dave Chappelle, which is why he walked away from the money. We got a hard head. You know what I mean? But Latifah knows how to do the dance, and I'm sure so does Monique, but they don't need both of you. So they're going to pick one. So they take Latifah. And Eve, with or without the pause, you're just too hood. Right. Speaking of which, Remy Martin's coming to the show today. We like her a lot. Yeah. Can you believe? So I say to Taryn, my producer, I'm like, Taryn, you know, I'm trying to recall some Remy history. What was the name of Remy's first CD? I just don't even recall, not even the artwork, nothing. And I was like, and I know we don't have it here at my my flagship station. You know, you guys, I'm based in New York, WBLS. We play Heather Headley and them. You know, like R. Kelly and stuff. We don't, you know, so I know we don't have the old Eve CD sitting around. Yeah, people who syndicate this show syndicate the talk, not the music. In case you're wondering why it is that you might not hear Heather Headley, you know, at Power 99, whether it's in Philly or Memphis, because y'all are nonstop hip hop, boy. We take a break after the talk and you all go to the music and you be hitting us up with Jeezy. And here in New York, we got another Peabo Bryson song for you all on WVLS. But that's the way it is. And I'm not complaining. I'm just enlightening you. And saying that I don't recall the artwork. I don't recall anything about Remy's first CD. And then Terrence said, this is her first CD out and it's been 6 years coming. I was like, what? What kind kind of fire is she coming up here with today? Remy, I didn't realize this is your first CD. Ugh. Anyway. And during the Hour of Truth, I did want to talk with you about this scientist who has become a new friend to the show behind the scenes. We just discovered him, and we're going to bring him to you. He's going to be on the show next Thursday. The reason next Thursday as opposed to today is that I need you all to participate in his scientific study to add to dramatic effect of what this show does, but also to lessen the load in your life. Hell, you've been suspecting it, you've been wondering. Are your kids having sex? Is your girlfriend cheating on you? Is your husband cheating on you? Is your father cheating on your mother? We got a foolproof way for you to find out. It'll only take 5 minutes. But we're going to need you to bring some dirty drawers, a dress with funky spunk left on it, some socks with some DNA all rubbed in it, some of them sea rags that usually end up under the bed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need that from you. Some of those rags in the car that he might disguise as the Armor All, wipe down the dashboard rags in a heated moment because he knows he's married, so he can't exactly do it in a hotel because he might be seeing her in your house. They might be doing it in the back seat, using some of those Armor All rags to wipe her cat trap. Because at the end of the day, he doesn't care about her. He just needs to clean up the mess and get you the hell home. You understand? He barely cares about himself at that point. He, wipe off his situation and drive home. And you're thinking it's all Armor All on the rag, when in actuality, that rag is a wealth of protein enzymes. We'll talk about it during the Hour of Truth. So, the Grammys are tonight. I'll be over at the Laugh Factory. I trust that you all will tell me about it tomorrow. I know Mariah Mimi is opening the show. I have 2 things to do tonight. I'm not going to even be able to see Mariah's opening. Jolie Magazine, the new magazine with Fabulous, the company, and Vivica Fox, and featuring Wendy Williams on advice. We're having a little cocktail soiree tonight in the city at this place called Metro 53 on 53rd Street. I think it's on 53rd Street. Anyway, and it's Fashion Week in town, so who knows who's going to be there and stuff like that. But that's like right after the show. As soon as I sign off, I'm going over there. And it ends early, like 10 o'clock at night. But I'm going to be leaving early to go over to my Laugh Factory. So by the time I get home, I won't see any of the Grammys. And I'll just have to hear about it, tomorrow morning on, the local news shows will cover who was wearing what and stuff like that. And then I'm sure you guys will, fill me in on what all was going on. Is there anybody on the telephone? Anybody on hold? I'll take some phone calls.
Madonna's doing the opening.
Oh, Madonna is doing it. Oh, chat. See, that was part of the beef. Hello?
What's up, Wendy?
Hi, what line is this?
This is line 2.
Oh, so this is Blas.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's up, Blas?
Listen, what's all these tickets to Puerto Rico?
Okay, what do you need? The telephone number?
Nah, why are you guys only giving away two tickets a day?
I know it would be great if we can give away a pair of tickets every hour. A lot of things would be great, but unfortunately, it's only a pair of tickets, 2 pair of tickets a day.
Listen, speak to Vinny. You know what I'm saying about this?
That's my New York City crime boss.
You know what I'm saying? Speak to him and say, listen, you got a lot of listeners, dedicated listeners that listen to you every single day.
Yeah.
And to hook us up, especially New Yorkers. Come on, man. Especially in the bonus hour. You can at least give 1 ticket away in the bonus hour.
Stop telling people about the bonus hour. Shh. Not everybody gets that.
I'm just saying, though.
Not everybody gets.
Can we get some VIP? Can the New Yorkers get some VIP, please? Come on now.
Here's the telephone number, 888-212-4534. Let's go to Puerto Rico together.
All right. Listen, one more thing.
Okay.
The music business. You talking about, they get a discount?
Yes.
Why just the music business? Why just them? I mean, that ain't right.
Look.
What about a regular working individual?
Everything's not for everybody.
That's a damn shame, Wendy.
I know, but that's life. That's the way it is.
I hear you.
I would love to, fly on my next vacation in a private plane. Alas, I don't have the money for it, and I don't know anybody who has a private plane who can loan me one. So I need to, board on JetBlue or Spirit Air in coach, like usual, because everything isn't for everybody.
It's Wendy, man.
Hello?
What's going on, Remy? What happened with you and Gloria Velez?
Talking mad reckless to me. FYI, I never got robbed in my life.
Okay.
Me letting Gloria Velez rob me.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS.
Today's R&B and classic soul. All right, I don't want to keep Miss Ingrid waiting on line number 3. She's 36 and in Queens. She's a busy woman. Miss Ingrid, I'm sorry. I apologize for the delay.
Yes, how are you? How you doing?
I'm
Wendy?
doing great. Now, they say that I see here in the computer you want to talk about poetry?
Yes. Well, what happened was I was on hold. I got a mini bone to pick. Somebody left me on hold close to 25 minutes yesterday.
Oh, wow. I apologize.
So, but I said, well, let me call back again today because I sent you a nice package. It's hip-hop, jazz, poetry, and I just feel like, because poetry. I love your show and I just love you in general, I wanted you to have something because we go through the hustle and bustle as mothers and as working people. It's just to the fact that when you come home sometimes you want to just relax, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some nice jazz and maybe some hip-hop. And so I really wanted you to have that as a gift to say, just keep up doing what you're doing, and we love you. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
It's featuring me and the up-and-coming unsigned artist named D-Man. So everybody listen out for his new single. It's going to be on a mixed CD.
Oh, nice.
But, it's going to be great. You're going to love it. It's got some club beats and stuff like that and some deep poetry on there. And even a bonus track to make you laugh at the end. So I just wanted you to take a listen
all the way
to
through
it
the end to laugh.
so you can laugh and it make your day,
Thank you, Miss Ingrid.
Okay,
Ingram.
So you have a good evening.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Now she can listen to the rest of the comments through the radio. Miss Ingram, with all due respect, and no, I haven't received the package yet, but the last thing I want to hear is some damn hip-hop beats when I get off the air and I'm home. Because she didn't mention in my car. She said home. You know how I unwind, Miss Ingram? I unwind with a bowl of food and knowing that the boy is asleep and I got the remote in my hand. I don't want to talk. I don't want to listen. I don't want to function. And the best thing on TV is something for dummies, like a sitcom. I can miss a part of it and not feel like I missed anything. Oh, gosh. And I'm not much of a poetress. I'm just not that grown yet. Maybe one day I'll appreciate poetry. Yeah. And then so much laughter for 5 hours during the show. The last thing I'm lacking when I get off the radio is some laughter. Yeah. I just like to shut the hell up and face forward. Often I will drive home in absolute silence in the car. In my own thoughts. Mm-hmm. And I love it. I love it. But thank you, Miss Ingram. I'll be looking for your package. All right, line number 4. Edu has been waiting. Hi, Edu, am I pronouncing correctly?
Ito.
Hi, Ito.
Hey.
I see in the computer that you're from the Bronx and you want to talk about Eve and Monique and Queen Latifah.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to make a comment about it. Mm-hmm. I really want to talk about what's going on here in Tampa, Florida.
Oh, well, it says you're calling from the Bronx.
I'm calling from the Bronx, but I'm listening online.
Oh, in Tampa, Florida?
I'm in Florida now. I just moved out here, yeah.
Oh, okay. What's going on?
Wendy? Well, first about the Queen Latifah and Eve thing. I'm just saying Queen Latifah is knocking them all out of the water as far as plus size and hood.
Yep.
You can't, there's no penetrating that at all.
Yep.
She's got that on, unless you're skinny and bougie. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But why I really called you is because there's this lady named Olivia Fox. She's down here. She's a DJ.
I know her. I've known her for. Well, I mean, I don't know her, but she is a colleague of mine in the name of radio, and I met her approximately. Well, over a decade ago, we all participated in that infamous Martin episode together.
Oh,
yeah.
Her show sounds just like yours.
So I hear.
Sad, Wendy.
Yeah. Well.
It hurts my feelings.
Well,
I even thought I heard how you doing.
You probably did. Listen. When they don't know how to be creative on their own, they,
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to call you, tell you I'm still listening, and can I even shout out real quick to my friends?
Sure.
Tamara, Nikita, she just had a baby in November, so I want to give a shout out to them, and Tanika, who's probably listening now, at my mom's workplace.
Thank you very much for calling.
Thank you, Wendy. Bye.
Yeah, that there's probably one in every market, I would imagine. Wait, hold on. Turn off my radio so I can. There's probably one, excuse me, in every small town, in every market, and that's okay. You know, I remember when I was the one, looking, and now I'm the one, doing, and I'm grateful for it because I've been in radio for so long now. But I mean,
they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Yes.
Wendy Williams.
Yes.
Every
Yes.
want to be like,
Yes.
want to look,
Yes,
want
Lord.
to act like, want to dress like, want to sound like,
Style stealing, clone ass, fighting ass,
everywhere, non-reality
sticking. Yes. Oh, we've got them in New York City. We've got them in Buffalo, in L.A. Randy on Showtime is about to do. I mean, it is what it is. World, shut up. You really need to get out more, world. Everything is just so shocking to you. All right. Let me see. Aquila is on line number 7. Who did that song, Aquila, back in the day? Man, that was when I was just doing the damn thing.
Hey.
Yes, China. Exactly. Hey, Aquila.
Hey, Wendy, how are you?
What's going on there in Harlem?
Nothing but the weather, girl.
Yeah.
It's just a dreary kind of day, but it's not that bad out. The sun's out, so what can I say? Yeah. But I just wanted to give you a shout to say hello, and I just have to talk about Sanaa and Denzel because, they broke my heart, okay? Denzel did anyway, let me just put it like that, because I can't believe that Sanaa had an alleged relationship with Denzel. Like, she seems to have a pattern of going out with her, people that she does movies with. I want to know what you think about that.
I mean, we've talked about this on the show before. It's being alleged, me personally, and this is not a reflection on you or the radio station. Mm-hmm. I believe it. Right.
I believe it, too.
And I've got my sources, and I've got my reasons. I believe it. Now, whether there was ever a baby, I don't know. At this point, it really doesn't even much matter. Baby or no baby, baby?
I don't know. I'm just concerned about how this is going to affect her career, just because I know...
It won't. Listen.
Look.
We forgive man poaching the way we forgive R. Kelly and Michael Jackson.
Yeah. You're right.
And that father who used to touch on us when we were 5. And that no good mother that we have.
Oh, God, don't even talk about it.
And the leader of the church messing around with everybody in the choir. We are forgiving to a fault. So how will it affect her? It won't.
No, you don't think so?
Yeah.
What about Denzel?
You can't forgive Denzel, but you're going to forgive R. Kelly? There's a problem.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Take care, Aquila.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Look, I would love to continue talking, but I just got my shipment of C's lollipops. And I have them in a hiding place at home, and I bought one butterscotch one into the show today, so I need my private time. Let's continue with the commercials and the music. 107.5 WBLS.
It's the event that only happens once a year. Fox Wednesday. Be there as the nation's top singers gather in Hollywood.
I'm a little scared.
For the toughest elimination process in Idol's history.
We've got some fantastic talent this year.
As American Idol goes Hollywood. Then, Celie Booth is the FBI's finest agent. Temperance Brennan is a top forensic anthropologist.
The victim was stabbed here at the base of the spine.
See why critics call them the most entertaining odd couple crime fighters since Moonlighting.
Could you please, Bones, for once, try not to piss everyone off around you?
Sorry.
It's an all-new Bones.
Tonight, starting at 8 on Fox 5. Then on Fox 5 News at 10, men and women sent on a secret mission undercover at local stores, hotels, and restaurants. We won't show you their faces, but tonight, Fox 5 News is exposing their secret. What they are doing will change the way you spend your cash. Tonight, after Bones on Fox 5 News at 10.
This is your girl Takara, and you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS.
I'm sorry, I just needed a private moment. Just if I could just get a few licks in. This hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is brought to you by Nissan Parts and Service. Nissan Parts and Service. I want to talk to you about my foot doctor, Dr. Stuart Mogul. It's almost 2 years ago, I got both bunions done at one time. I never heard of this man before, but apparently he's very respected, and he's been on The View, CBS Morning Show, Extra, VH1, Fox News. He's been written up in the New York Times, Vogue magazine, New York Magazine, Shape, and Good Housekeeping. With all that media attention that he'd gotten, I'd never heard of him. That's not why I made a consultation with him. I made a consultation because, ironically enough, I said on the radio I wanted to get my bunions done. Jackie from his office happens to have a husband who listens to the Wendy Williams Experience, called Jackie up and said, Wendy's looking for a foot doctor. Jackie sent me a fax to the radio station. So I put her fax in a pile of other research people that I kind of, look for on my own. I didn't get anybody else off the radio. And then I started making my consultation appointments. When I got to Dr. Mogul's office, what I discovered was something that I had never heard from any of the other doctors, which is that, Wendy, you can get both bunions done at one time. You're a busy woman. Your career isn't about wearing heels, all the time and walking into court or whatever it is that a lot of other people do. Do you have downtime? When he said downtime, he didn't mean to be bedridden. He meant to wear two orthopedic, things on my feet and walk on my heels. I said, I got plenty of downtime, because it's radio. He said, you should get both of them done at one time. It'll be beautiful. If you get only one done at one time and then wait to get the other one done, you're going to procrastinate and never get the other one done. Let me do both of them at the same time. I was like, hold on. I've got other doctors to consult. Don't be so pushy. I'm doing my research. So I went around and researched. I came right back to Dr. Stuart Mogul. In addition, he had the most pleasant office. First of all, I love ground floor. Second of all, I have an appreciation for an expensive address. I do. Because that means that the doctor has worked hard enough to accumulate enough wealth to give back to his patients in the way of, first of all, a nice neighborhood, the Upper West Side, 72nd Street. Upon my first visit to the office, I'm not going to say exactly where she lives, but I saw the fabulous Roberta Flack coming from the store. And we had a chat out on the sidewalk. And I was like, what a nice, pleasant neighborhood. It's my kind of neighborhood. Let me go inside and check out the doctor. There's Jackie sitting there, very well-appointed woman. I was almost shocked that, she knew anybody that listened to the show. She was so well-appointed. Then I met the doctor. Boy, he really knows his stuff. 22 years of practice, Dr. Stuart Mogul, board-certified surgeon, the attending surgeon at Lenox Hill Hospital. He's the attending surgeon at Manhattan Eye, Ear, and Throat Hospital. He's the attending surgeon at the Fifth Avenue Surgical Center. His practice is limited to corrective foot surgery. In other words, he's not trying to do everything. He does one thing, and he does it well. Decision made. Dr. Mogul, schedule me for my surgery. My feet are beautiful. I mean, as beautiful as a size 12 foot can possibly be. Wow. Well, 11 on a good day, 12 on an okay day, and 13 if the shoes fit extra tight. The only thing he can do is work with what he had. He's not a miracle worker. My feet are not necessarily beautiful feet, but they get me from point A to point B, now in 4-inch heels, for over 12 hours. Thank you, Dr. Mogul, for getting rid of my bunions. He can do you. What do you need done? Crooked toes, hammered toes, bunions, corns, corrected. What do you need? 212-769-0066. Look, I'm not saying do what I do. What I'm saying is do your research like I did. I bet you'll come right back to Dr. Mogul. Put him on your research list. Research your doctors. Make sure you put Dr. Mogul on that list. I challenge you to find somebody more skilled. I said 22 years in practice, board certified, well-appointed neighborhood. All he does is feet, and he does them well. Yes. Right. I don't want to go get Botox and liposuction while I get my bunions done. Something is very frightening. I need you to focus. So 212-769-0066. 212-769-0066. Go to his website, footnewyork.com. That's Dr. Mogul. Now let me move over to LA weight loss. So, it's a lot easier walking around town, a little lighter on my new feet, thanks to LA weight loss. As a matter of fact, can I tell you? At the same time I got my bunions done is around the same time I started doing LA weight loss. Almost 2 years ago. I lost 15 pounds. I've kept it off. I've been on LA weight loss again, not because I gained the weight back, but because I'm trying to lose another 10 pounds before we go to Puerto Rico. I've been on LA weight loss for 3 weeks. I've had a couple of stumbles, but I've managed to lose 6 pounds and I've kept it off. I'm not going to lie. I love food, and sometimes I don't pay attention to what LA weight loss is doing, and I stumble, but I get right back up and I get right back on it. That's part of the LA weight loss lifestyle. They understand you're going to trip and fall. They understand that. The weight loss program is designed with you, foodie, in mind. This is not one of those liquid diets where you pop a bunch of pills and they make you do impossible things like go to the gym when you've never done that in your life. No. Find out what millions of people already know about LA weight loss. 1-800-448-TRIM. It's 1-800-448-TRIM. Thank you. And now it's time to rejoin with the rest of the class.
Let me just say, you'll never be able to say that
Wendy Williams
lied to you, Jack.
Experience.
Stop it up. Biscuits and gravy. Ow. So, by the way, shout out to Philly. How many days are we into the new year? Already there's a total of 38 homicides. 2 men and a woman were gunned down the other night in Philly. A 35-year-old man died in the morning after being shot once in the throat at 3:30 in the morning. It's terrible there in Southwest Philly. The shooter was described as a black male wearing a black jacket, green pants, and brown Tim boots. Damn. And then about an hour earlier, a man in his 30s was shot in the head on Kensington Avenue. He was struck by 5 shots fired from a 9mm, they say. Wow. In the head. Wow. In the head. Wow. The gun wasn't recovered. Shell casings were found all over. The shooter was average height, medium build, dressed in all black. The man was pronounced dead at Temple Hospital. The shooter's still out there someplace. And then at 2 in the morning, this is all like within the same 24 hours. About 10:15 earlier that night, a 61-year-old woman, she never did nothing to nobody. She was shot in the neck. Once again, in Southwest Philly. That shooting occurred when she was taken to the hospital and she was pronounced dead later. Oh, terrible. Three murders in 5 hours. Unbelievable. Yeah. That's what it says at the bottom of the article. 3 murders in 5 hours in Philly. So that leaves the homicide tally in Philly 38 so far this year. Have we even celebrated 38 days of the new year? Barely. Isn't today the 7th? Yep. Yeah. And aren't there 8th? And today is, and then the 30 days in January. So what are we saying? 38 days? 38 killings.
Oh, Philly.
Ugh. Oh, man. So, anyway, there's going to be a lot of distance tonight on the Grammys between Madonna and Mariah Carey. Mariah was nominated for 8 Grammys, and she really wanted to do the opening of the show with her choir and their rendition of We Belong Together. Ugh, I can picture it. And I thought she was going to do the opening, because I'm not figuring where Madonna could possibly top that, especially because while Madonna's had music out, this past year, and
doesn't have the throat.
She doesn't have the throat. She doesn't have the same. She has the same pop culture popularity, if not more, perhaps, than Madonna. But we're talking about what's on the top of the charts. Right. This is the Grammys, so I'm assuming Mariah won that fight. Unfortunately, Madonna won, and I love Madonna, but I love Mariah more, and my love for Madonna has changed over the years. Anyway, they say that Madonna also at that point wanted to kick off the broadcast, or else she wasn't going to show up. Wow. So she pulled that number. And even though her CD, Confessions of a Dance Floor, wasn't nominated for Nair Grammy not one, the producers gave it to her.
Did she meet the Grammy deadline?
I don't know. If she did, who cares? Yeah. What would it be nominated for? Yeah. But they're counting on her, the dancing extravaganza, which Mariah doesn't give. You know what she'll be doing? She'll be doing that 4-inch stiletto 2-step, fluttering her right hand, the one with the butterfly, and then she'll grab the bottom of her weave, the one that sits next to her breast, and she never just pushes it back. She grabs it between her fingers and she places it back, and then she'll put her left hand on her thigh and she'll dip, not low, because she can't dip it low. That's not a diss, but she'll dip. She'll hold it, and then she'll come back up, and then she'll put her hand on her hair again and flutter her fingers. We belong together. Yeah.
What's up? This is Mariah.
Hey, Mariah.
I am not giving you a how you doing.
Oh, you just did.
You just got it.
Thank you, girl. Well, so both of them are going to be there, but here's the quote. The war between Madonna and Mariah has been going on for years. Madonna, that's a cross between the two. Mariah was also steamed last summer when Madonna stole the show at Live 8. Well, she did. I got to tell you something, Mariah. If you just learned how to dance, which quite frankly, I'm fine with you doing exactly what you do. I feel as though dancing is just not something you do. You know what you do that the other broads don't do? You sing. Yeah. And you give fabulousness. See, to me, Madonna's not fabulous. Right. Madonna is like a girl from the block, still giving us that block flavor in terms of performers. Mariah gives us fabulousness. Madonna could never give that to me and me believe it. Right. Just like Mariah could never give me block and I believe it. Right. I mean, even because I was waiting to see how she was going to affect them chickens as ash and lotion. She even did that in a fabulous way. She popped her pinky up talking about ash and lotion. Do you remember the scene in the video? It was just very quick because I thought she was going to show a group of chicken heads over there, and maybe do something more hood. And I was like, oh, that's not her. They will never be MC. Doesn't she say bitch in that? In the new song? Anyway, the point is that Mariah, if you put on a more extravagant show, perhaps you would have won over Madonna. But you know what? We don't look to you for extravagance. We look to you for the 2-step on the stilettos and how tight and short it's going to be and how much they're going to be pushed up and out and how you grab your ear with that one pointer and all your other fingers sticking out, and you push in, and you throw your head back, and you put your microphone up here like you're about to do something, but we all know you're a cold fish, at least in my mind. You are. And you go, ah! Right? She does that, right?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Beautiful. What?
She does this, too.
Yes! Yes! Exactly. That's it. It is what it is. I don't know about you guys, but I love it. We got Advice Hour coming up next hour. I wanted to share with you all the top 10 questions, ladies, that you might want to ask your man before you get serious. And I'm going to tell you why you need to ask these questions. Plus, in the Medical Minute, I wanted to speak with you about red meat And anything that's going on in your life, if it's a snafu, like I always tell you, I'm not a professional advice giver, but what I am is a woman with an opinion, and I got wide open phones at 866-GET-WENDY. The faxes are coming in. If you can ask by fax, or you can always email Wendy at thewendywilliamsexperience.com.
Wendy, man. George Bush doesn't care about black people. And you know, George Bush doesn't care about Wendy Williams. The Wendy Williams Experience. Wow. Everybody needs some.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice out.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastic surgery?
Mm-hmm. What the hell's wrong with my headphones? Just wait a minute. I understand that this is advice hour, but there's a breaking story, and I'm going to somewhere in there, I'm going to weave how I tell you this story. I'm going to give advice. I need all you young broads to get up to the radio. All women of a certain age. We saw this coming years ago. We've already lived through this, or maybe seen our girlfriends live through it. Cece and Nick are getting way too physical, and it's on the cover of the Life and Style magazine. But you know what? That is what Jessica gets for bringing that broad so into her relationship and have her living all up in their house with her good-looking man and their newlywed show. That is what Jessica gets. That's it. That's it. Wow. And the lesson of advice in this, I can't even wait to talk about this next hour, because Remy Martin's going to come in here and put a hood black cloud over the whole show, and then we can't talk about Nick and Jessica because she don't give a crap. She's got her own fish to fry with the rest of the terror squad and Pusher CD. Look at this. I lost the page. Look, they were caught kissing in public. Yeah, this is Cece. This is Jessica's friend. Stop thinking about kicking Cece's behind. Who's behind that needs to be kicked is Jessica's for being so damn stupid to first of all, this broad, and I don't care if she and Cece did, you know what? Wow. I mean, truth be told, that whole marrying as a virgin at 24 years old still's got me conflummoxed, because there's no room for that kind of behavior in the society we live today. I'm not saying you had to, go through your whole high school football team or anything like that. But there's something to be said for a woman living a bit and experiencing a bit before getting married. And girls, there's something to be said for having your best friend all caught up in the mix while being your assistant, watching you get sexier and sexier and more money while she goes and does what? Fetches the coffee. Because at the end of the day, that was who Jessica called her best friend. Your best friend is not supposed to be fetching your coffee and retrieving your emails and making sure Dolce & Gabbana has your Grammy dress ready and making sure that it's steamed out. That's not a best friend. That's a best flunky. And there's too much room for bitter, hate, envy. And then at the end of the day, after she finishes steaming, toiling, and sweating, you got her up in your house with your husband. Oh, please don't look at me like, oh, Wendy, a woman who's not threatened wouldn't. Please. You have your theories, I have mine. If you want to weigh in, fine. Look at this. Splash on. Nick caught with Jess' best friend. After the latest betrayal, Jess asked, how could he hate me so much? Opportunity. A couple of drinks. Grow up, broad. You know what it is. You're part of Hollywood. It's not about hating you. Nick probably had drinks, and Cece probably had designs all along, or Casey, or whatever the hell her name is. Can you get the page again? I slammed the magazine down. I lost the page. This is gagalicious. Anyway, It's advice hour.
Medical minute?
I didn't even get to the medical minute is your best friend should not even have the opportunity to swap spit with your man. Look at them in the pool. Oh, yes, of course. Cece, the shocking scene. Nick had his arms wrapped around Cece and he was kissing her and it was inappropriate. I don't care how the kiss was. I don't care if it was on the shoulder, the cheek, or whatever. An arm wrap and a kiss, even if it's on the forehead with the best friend, inappropriate. What? Was there something more? Nick was rarely kind to Casey during the Newlywed Show, if the fans remember, but notes relationship expert Ian Keener, that's common when a man is attracted to a female friend. It's a classic male strategy, says Dr. Keener. When he wants to be more than friends, often he'll display that attraction by making fun of her. And a picture's worth 1,000 words. I don't like it. Jessica, look, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. I didn't like him around anyway. Truth be told, I didn't even like Drew being around. Nick's brother. I didn't like any of them being around. Huh. I am way too wrapped up in this situation. I am a woman of a certain age. Talking about this like it's Tiger Beat and I'm 16 on the teen line. Stop. It's time for the medical minute. By the way, I'm really feeling Fred Savage's new show, Crumbs. I watched it last night, all caught up in the drama. I just love that show. So scientists, everybody, have found a reason for not eating as much red meat as you might. Here's another one. It increases your risk of colon cancer. By studying cells from volunteers eating different diets, scientists discovered that red meat raises levels of compounds in the bowels, which can alter DNA and increase the likelihood of cancer. Here's the quote from Professor Sheila Bingham of the Medical Research Council Dunn Nutrition Unit in Cambridge, England. She says, it is the first definite link between red meat and the very first stage of cancer. The chance, they say, of developing colon cancer was a third higher in people who regularly ate more than 2 portions of red meat or processed meat a day, compared with someone who ate less than 1 portion a week. Well, who eats 2 portions of red meat a day anymore? Who eats 2 portions of processed meat a day? I mean, you get your deli sandwich at lunch, but crap, are you eating another deli sandwich for dinner? I know, a deli sandwich for lunch, a piece of steak for dinner. You all better lay low. I already have colon cancer in my family. I know that I have to be, I have to be aware of things like that. All right, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is Wendy's Medical Minute. Oh, Jessica. Let's go to line, oh gosh. Oh, thank you. All right, let's go to line number 5. Jackie has a question about R. Kelly. This is Advice Hour. Got to go, Jackie. Line number 3, Armin is 19. He's bisexual and wants advice about what to do about his boss flirting with him.
Yeah.
You saw your boss in a gay club, it says here?
Yeah.
Is that a 21 and older gay club?
No, you have to be 18 to get in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's just crazy because, one, I'm sitting there trying to figure out why my boss all of a sudden is trying to be cool with me, and then I really know. I'm like, what? How you just going to come at me like that? And, like, just last week, he was like, oh, we all should go out, have pizza, I said, I didn't go. My other 3 coworkers say, no. He said, he's not going to do it. I'm like, why not? Now I'm finding out why, because I didn't go. How crazy is that?
I don't understand. He said he's not going to do what?
We were all supposed to go out and have, you know how coworkers go out and have pizza.
Right.
We decided, I couldn't go because I had class next thing. I mean, I'm in college.
Okay.
So now I figure out why he canceled it, because I wasn't going. So it was just a ploy to get me to go out somewhere.
Oh.
Now,
how germane is this job to your whole matriculation process?
Excuse me?
How important is this job to you getting your education?
Very important, because I was originally in the Marine Corps, and I got discharged medically because I fucked my knees up, or messed my knees up, rather, and he said, so now I'm just like, now what do I do? My boss is coming at me all sideways, and I really don't want to quit my job. I'm just like, man, I'm not even feeling my boss like that. I just don't want to do it.
Do your coworkers know you're bisexual?
A few do.
Okay.
Some don't.
If a few do, then that means everybody does. So you're out of the closet. What you need to do is go to personnel and complain about and file a sexual harassment suit. Okay. Because the biggest reason for a lot of gay or bisexual people being fearful of filing is because they're not out and comfortable.
Right. It's not about me being uncomfortable. I'm very comfortable who I am. It's just that I don't go around talking about
it's okay.
I sleep and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, now you're going to go to personnel and you're going to file sexual harassment and see where that goes. And as far as the gay club and seeing your boss and all like that, I guess that's going to have to play a part. But you're right with it, and Arma and I wish you well. Is your boss a lot older than you?
Very, like 60.
Your boss, wow, well, he sees your young 19-year-old butt cheeks.
No, other way around.
Yes. All limber and moist.
How you doing?
He sounds all black and aggressive, yet nice and educated. Oh, yeah. Can you blame an old man for trying, Armin? But you're going to beat him in his own game. What you're going to represent is that, you know what? You can't do this to young people, period. Whether it's a man or woman, whether you're gay or straight. You are repping for your generation and your age group right now.
Exactly, because it's not just the males, it's the females, too.
Yes.
That brought it to my attention, because they're going, oh, he came at me, da-da-da. And I'm like, why?
Armin, if you have other people who've had the same thing, you show what your generation is made of. Go in there to personnel office and get this party started. Since your boss wanted it, bring it to him.
Most definitely.
Please stay in contact with the show. Let me know how it turns out.
You know I will.
Oh, and Armin?
Yes.
How you doing?
How you doing?
All right.
Thank you.
Line number 1, Stephanie's there. And she's 25. She wants advice on a dermatologist and where to find a good one.
Hello?
What? Yeah, Steph.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, why wouldn't you just, you're 25. Do you have girlfriends who have dermatologists?
No, nobody has a dermatologist that I know of. Like, nobody goes to dermatologists.
Okay, your mom?
No. My family's not even from America, so they're not even really big on
doctors
like that.
So, she's from the Bambula tribe. No. Look, Stephanie, this is what you do. It says, where do you find a good dermatologist? You would find a good dermatologist the way, well, since you're asking me, I'm going to tell you how I find good doctors. I find good doctors through going to, and I make 6 my consultation number. You know what I mean? Through going to consultations and deciding who you like best. If you don't have time for 6, then do 3, and I wish you well.
Thank you, Wendy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
I mean, I see that she's not from, Montclair, New Jersey, where my dermatologist is. So there's no point in me suggesting, my dermatologist, who I saw on The View the other day, Friday, as a matter of fact, Dr. Janine Downey. I felt so proud, like, that's my doctor! That's my doctor! I was waiting for her to use me as an example in her talk. Dr. Janine, I got all caught up. She was talking about mole removal and how easy it was. And I was waiting for her to say, well, I removed 2 tag moles from Wendy, and I do her Botox. And then I said, wouldn't that be breaking the confidentiality? But then I said, but I do that anyway. But I'm glad she didn't just assume. Yeah, you all, when you ask me about, where's the best doctor and all that other kind of stuff, I get a bit exasperated by that simply because, do like most sensible people do. Do your consultations. Where do you get the names? The yellow pages. I mean, because what's right for the woman next to you in church is not necessarily right for you. Do your research. It's your life. It's your body.
Wendy, man.
I met up with this guy. We were together. We were at his house. And why do you think his thing wouldn't work?
You think maybe he's...
How you doing? The Wendy Williams Experience.
Oh, what's up? This is Heather Hunter, and you're listening to the queen of all media, Wendy Williams, baby.
You all, I apologize. When I do my break around 25 minutes after, it's supposed to be in between all the commercials and stuff like that. But then what ends up happening is sometimes I get distracted and leave the room and lose track of time. And then Goose just plays the commercials and then goes into a song. So then I have to come back because there's still station business to take care of here in New York. Like this hour of the show is being brought to you by Paramount Pictures. And now I want to talk to you very briefly about St. Ives Moisturizer. Fabulous. They're big sponsors here on the radio station. I'm rolling with St. Ives. I've been rolling with them for over 20 years. The reason why? They're affordable and they're effective. That's right. Affordable and effective. There's a lot of products out on the market and I've never wavered. St. Ives is where it's at. And they've got this 24-hour moisturizer. Man, oh man, it's the hardest working lotion in the business. That's why it's called the 24-hour moisturizer. It's working all day. You don't have to re-moisturize and re-moisturize and re-moisturize. And by the way, St. Ives is an official sponsor of the U.S. ski and snowboard team. So, with those kind of temperatures, they need something that is going to be effective. St. Ives. St. Ives. 24-hour moisturizer retains the moisture in your face and skin and body and whatnot for 24 hours. And guess what? It absorbs fast. It's not greasy like a lot of lotions. So you can quickly get dressed, leaves your skin nice and soft. No need to reapply and reapply and reapply. How many times are you out in public and you say, do you have moisturizer? You don't have to say that to somebody if you're using St. Ives 24-hour moisturizer, because why? You are moisturizer. Moisturize for 24 hours. So check it out today, everyone. St. Ives 24-hour moisturizer. I know many of you can afford the big expensive ones, but how effective are they? Besides, you can use the change and buy yourself a beautiful pair of shoes. St. Ives moisturizer. 24 hours. Love it. How'd you like that? That was my pitch. All right. By the way, Tyler Perry's play Medea Goes to Jail is back at the Beacon Theater, honey. Get your tickets today. This is my kind of action. May 9th through May 14th. May 9th through May 14th. Tyler Perry's Medea Goes to Jail is back at the Beacon Theater May 9th through May 14th. When is Mother's Day? Is that the second Sunday of May?
It's in May.
Well, geez Louise. An early Mother's Day gift?
The sequel's coming out to that movie.
Is the sequel's coming out? Yeah. But the Medea Goes to Jail to see it on at the Beacon Theater. That's big.
Yeah.
Respect to Tyler Perry. Shout out to all the mothers. Let me just look at my book. Let's just put this out there right now. Let me just say, and I know, because we are the official Beacon Theater radio station. No other station does more music with the Beacon Theater, honey, than WBLS. So I have no doubt in my mind that Tyler and some of the actors... Oh, Mother's Day is February 14th. It's a Sunday. Wait, hold on a second. Let me connect the dots. Medea Goes to Jail, Beacon Theater, May 9th through May 14th. Get your mother some passes for this. May 14th. And listen, we call it Mother's Day weekend. There's nothing wrong with taking her that Friday or that Saturday either. Get your passes. Beacon Theater box office has them. Or...
Wendy.
I know, Ma. I know. No, we're not going. But you can go. And so, or you can keep listening for your chance to win passes, okay? And also, everybody, don't forget, I'm going to give you the telephone number for our 2 trips a day getaway to Puerto Rico. It's going to be hot. Mary Martin doesn't know this. I'm about to rope her into going to Puerto Rico, too. Wow. She says Keisha Cole's her girl. She needs to know Keisha Cole's going to be on the island. I'm talking about not just the island of Puerto Rico, but for the big party on Saturday night, the Palomino Island party that I'm throwing. Keisha is our special invited guest. Remy doesn't know, but, I'm going to weave it in our conversation. She needs to be there, too. Dear Wendy, I'm a 25-year-old single mother of a 6-year-old. It's still advice hour. Oh, my gosh, I don't have time. Okay. What should we do, Goose?
You can talk for 40 seconds.
Well, that's impossible. So, therefore, I'll just make a comment about Nick and Jessica from Adrian. Wendy, Jessica Simpson's best friend, Casey, not Cece. Anyway, Wendy, I saw that coming from a mile away. Casey was very flirty with him during the Newlyweds show. It was so obvious she wanted him. It was only a matter of time. Wow. I hate the whole thing when people get too comfortable with their best friends and being around their men and all that. And it's not about being insecure. It's about living and understanding how it could go down.
Broadcasting live, it's the queen of radio, Wendy Williams.
I timed that perfectly. Ow! The Wendy Williams experience rolls on. Remy Martin is in the building. She's actually in the pink room right now, and she's ready for a close-up for the Hour of Truth in just a few moments. But yesterday's People Poll question, I guess this dead on, except I thought it would be 2% of you all. Would you marry someone who is behind bars for life? Now, for most of us, we say, Wendy, what are you, crazy? No, but you hear Advice Hour, you hear this show. There's a lot of crazy people listening. Hell, at times, I'm one of the crazy people. But in a case like this, I knew that there was only a small percentage of crazy people that actually admit to something like this, who actually do. 3% of you all said yes. Okay, you're dismissed. And 97% of you all said no. Only because if you're going to say yes to something like that, then there's really no, what is the point? What is the point? You're dismissed. Are they gone? Okay, for the other 97% of you all. Today's People Poll question is, would you stay with your significant other? And this is my question. Remember, I had Taryn do this for today. If they were suffering from suicidal depression. She forgot to add the rest of it because this is Emmy, the big girl model. He was treated with electrodes. Goose, what did I say yesterday? Electroshock therapy. Yeah, that's what she's been dealing with. Emmy's husband was diagnosed with suicidal depression and went through electroshock therapy. Now, Emmy says he's better now, and they wrote a book about it, and it was, they were talking about it in last week's People magazine. And I was saying, I don't know if I could be that strong because, my mind would constantly be dwelling on the dangulation. Every time I put the key in my door to my house, I'd be wondering who's going to be hanging from the ceiling instead of one of the many chandeliers. I love a chandelier. I don't have a bunch of them anymore, but if you ever saw us on Cribs on BET, we had like 6 chandeliers all crunched up. I have the Liberace effect, but you know what I'm saying. You understand what I mean? Till death do us part, except where it has to do with walking in where I'm shocked and I will never be normal and the baby. Wow. I don't need you going crazy in the middle of the night because you're so depressed you can't deal with life and you shoot me and shoot the baby and then you shoot yourself. Think about it before you answer and before you judge me and call me crazy or selfish because I am till death do us part, but there are a few exceptions to the rule. An incurable disease, a baby outside of marriage, and suicidal depression where you need electroshock therapy. There might be a few more. I add them along as I hear about you all and what's all going on. It used to be suicidal depression wasn't even part of the equation. It was just a baby outside of the relationship and one of them incurable diseases. Although now that I find 1 in 4 is herpes, I could probably deal with that. I don't know. I'll tell you what, I can deal with the Bumpelstiltskin better than I can deal with the dangulation. You've got to pick your battles and choose your wars in these relationships with these people. Now, I'll repeat the question again and then I'll give you the website. And no, I'm not crazy. Would you stay with your significant other if they were suffering from suicidal depression? She didn't put this part on, but I am. And needed electroshock therapy, like Emmy's husband. Yes or no? You can go to thewendywilliamsexperience.com and answer yes or no. I can answer now. No. The prospect of being shot in the head while I'm sleeping, and my parents having to answer that call at 3 o'clock in the morning, and this time it's real, as opposed to when Wendy O. Williams from the Plasmatics died. People calling my parents, waking them up at 3 o'clock in the morning, talking about, oh my gosh, we just heard. What? And my old parents calling me up, the crows that they are, at 4 o'clock in the morning and hearing me answer. No, I wouldn't stay. No. All right, before we go to the phone, and we might not even have time, I'm not sure. I got this email. I liked it. I just figured I would send it off to you. Antoinette sent this to me, and they call her sexual chocolate around her way. Thanks, Antoinette. She says, P.S. I laugh every 12 seconds like you when I listen to your show. Yes, thank you. All right. Top 10 questions you may want to ask a man before you get serious, and why. I'm going 1 through 10. I'm not backing it up like Letterman. Or a whore after midnight on a Saturday night. Number 1, ask him, did he breastfeed? It's important to know how much practice he's really had.
Ow.
I guess he'd have to ask his mother that. Don't ask me where Antoinette got this list, but somewhere out there's somebody who's taking it down. Number 2, these are the top 10 questions you might want to ask your man before you get serious, and why. Ask him his last name, so you can look him up on the child support website to see if he has any kids. And baby's mama drama. I love it. Number 3, ask him if he has a resume, so you can see if the companies actually exist or if he's trying to make himself look good. Number 4, ask him to take his shoes off so you can look at his socks. If his socks are dirty, so is the rest of him. Hell no, I'm thinking if his socks are dirty, he really doesn't have a girlfriend and he needs you in his life. Not to wash the socks, but just to offer him some guidance. Oh, I love to meet a man who says he's single with dirty socks in a dirty apartment. You need me. I'm a Cancer. I like to feel, I'm not cleaning up, but I like to come in and, be like Wonder Woman on the situation. That's just me. I Brie Vanderkamp the situation. I do that very well. Love a single man with dirty socks. Shut up. Number 5, ask him if he wears boxers or briefs. Number 6, offer him a Tootsie Pop. Yes, good. And watch his technique. That's a good one. I like it even better. Offer him a banana, because he goes down on it as opposed to breaks it off and eats it. And if he does go down on it, you want to make sure that he's chomping all sloppy and unfamiliar like. That's right. Number 7, ask him to do 10 push-ups. If he gets tired, you're wasting your time. Yeah, damn right. Back in the day, you know what I used to like my little test to be? Within the first 3 dates, you were putting something together that I bought at IKEA, because you know all that stuff. And who the hell knows how to do that? Can you put this together? Let me see. What else? Ask him to watch a porn with you. If he finishes before the porn, girl, run. He can't handle you. True. Very true. Oh, wait, Goose, I only have 2 more. Number 9, ask him to help you put your weave in. If he does it and he actually looks good, well, the brother's on the down low. I don't like that one. That's too much. I like, ask him to hold your purse. And if he holds it all manly-like, gorilla-like, doesn't mean that he'll ever do it in the relationship. It just means that, he's just doing it in the very beginning. Because I swear I've never seen my man put together another piece of IKEA since then. Or nothing else. You know what I mean? Since then. So he clearly just did that just to do. But I would Don't tell her I said this, but you know whose husband looked really comfortable holding her bag? Kathy Griffin. He looked real comfortable holding her bag. I don't even like that. I don't even like to go there. I like a man who says, "Oh, hell no." You know what I mean? 11 years later, he's still all hell no in me. And when you see me on stage sometimes, if I have my bag with me, you know that I don't have a go-to person. Can you watch my bag? Can you hold my bag? Whatever. I'd bring it right on stage. I was the go-to person once. Yeah, you were the go-to person once. Exactly. He always says, "Oh, hell no." I've learned to have deep respect for that. I don't know why, I just do. Number 10, Goose Wait. Ask him to help you put some furniture together and see. Yeah, there we go. Yep, the furniture. What does she say? If he can't do it or has to call a friend, the man obviously is no good with his hands and you're wasting your time. No, not no good with his hands, no good helping around the house. So you just got to be prepared to make enough money to be able to call handymen and have it done. I knew that from the giddy up. I think that was the first date. In lieu of sex, I had the IKEA and he did it. And it was lopsided, and I could never use it. And I knew that if this ever worked out, that we'd have to have handyman. And we do, and that's that.
Handyman?
My boyfriend and I have been dating for like about 4 months now, and first time we had sex, he could not get it up at all.
Maybe it's drinking. Is he a drug user? Does he take any depressants or anything?
No, nothing.
Maybe it's...
How you doing? The Wendy Williams Experience.
Wendy Williams!
Microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Wendy Williams Experience.
She's the first lady of the Terror Squad. She hails from the Bronx, New York City. And she ain't apologizing about nothing. It's Remy Martin. Now, look, I got criticized last time that you were here.
Wow, what'd I do?
Because I still call you Remy Martin, and everybody calls you Remy Ma, but because I was introduced to you as Martin, I mean, via being a fan. Mm-hmm. Did you ever get sued or something by the Remy Martin company?
No, never. I was just being more cautious with it. Never, they actually helped me a lot. When I need parties, anything, they are always, willing to help. But it's just in case they ever get crazy and get mad, or I'll do a song that's a little bit too crazy.
Like Smith & Wesson did with the Cocoa Brothers.
The whole Biggie Smalls thing.
Right.
So just to be safe, when I had signed my new deal,
I
left it as Remy Ma. But my real name is Remy, so at the end of the day.
Oh, that's your government name?
Mm-hmm. So my ID.
Wow. What was your mother thinking?
Not my grandfather, but it's my mom and my aunt. They didn't have the same father, but I was called my grandfather. He owns a liquor store.
Oh,
my cousin's name is Tequila.
Them names, y'all. All right, let's get to the bottom of things. First of all, I cannot believe that for as long as we've known you, I'm talking about the public. Mm-hmm. This is your first CD.
It's my first
ever in your life.
Ever in my life.
I love the cover. It's very cute. She's really girly, but she's got on Tim's and a pit bull. Don't start none, won't be none.
Just in case you thought it was too sweet. I kept it with the sneakers in the back. I have my New Balance.
Yeah.
I took the N off, though.
And it says something about Remy. Mm-hmm. And they took the N off New Balance. Why'd they do that?
I don't know. I think probably something with New Balance. I just noticed it when I seen the thing in the store. I was like, hey, where's the N on my New Balance?
Yeah. So let's get to the bottom of things, Remy. What is this? This is a picture of you inside. Oh. Let me find out. Look at the inside cover.
You have to see Wendy. She looks so cute.
I got shoes. These are my
cute
office slippers.
That. She has on a pinstripe, mini
slutty. Look, you
mini business suit.
Practically see my coochie.
It's really cute. But she has on the cutest orange Uggs. So cute.
No, but these are my office shoes. Do you know what I'm doing? Later on today. This magazine, this Jolie magazine, is the new, Black Girl magazine. And so tonight here in the city, we're having a cocktail party sip, and I do Ask Wendy within the magazine. So I'm repping because
I seen this magazine yesterday, but I didn't even open it.
Do it for our sales.
Tyra has freckles.
Yeah. Yeah.
That.
But anyway, let's talk about this situation going on. Okay, as the first lady of the Terror Squad, is there a situation between you and Fat Joe?
Okay, as far as there's always a situation between me and Fat Joe. For the simple fact, it's not that I don't listen. It's just I have my own mind. And if I think that something should be done one way, I'm going to say it.
Okay.
Whereas most of the time, nobody else is gonna say that. Like no one ever wants to oppose the boss, so they don't want to go against the person that's in charge. But if I feel like
who are some of these people?
This is everybody. Like for everybody in the whole, like nobody else besides me ever gets into serious arguments with Joe and the squad, like ever, because they not gonna say nothing. They
is
don't
it a
wanna,
Black Puerto Rican
like,
thing? Just asking.
Like I don't think so. No,
okay,
I don't think it's that at all. Like ever. Okay, it's just that. It might even be a male female.
I was
thing.
gonna say, then is it a male female?
It might be a male female thing because I'm pretty sure some of the things that I done said to Joe, some of the arguments we done got into, like if I was a guy or if he was a girl, we would have fought, like on some serious. Okay. But that's the things that you go through when you family and when you be together. Like people don't understand that. Like I don't know nobody, no crew that's everything is always 112 peaches and cream every day. Right. I don't know nobody that's like that. And if I feel something's wrong, I don't care who you are. I'm gonna say what I feel.
So, I mean, it's been 6 years coming, this CD. Apparently, that's, what is that, lack of support?
It was a combination
of rhymes.
It was a combination of everything. Like when it comes to music and writing rhymes, like that's me all day. 10 minutes and I write a whole song. Right. That's what I do. That's my talent. Like if I never got paid a dime or a dollar to write another song, that's what I would still write. Because that's what I do. That's how I vent and that's how I express myself. But over the years it's been from, I was signed to Loud Records for a while. Loud Records got taken over by Sony. Okay. So my album never got to come out under there. Right. So for a minute I was just doing mixtapes. I was doing stuff with other artists, like Nelly album, 3 6 Mafia album, Big L album.
Enough work to make us think that you had an album coming out or album already out.
Exactly. So for a long time, I was never signed to Terror Squad Records.
Oh,
that's what people don't understand. I was never. So
how long have you been signed to Terror Squad Records?
About a year now.
What?
About a year. I signed my deal after we got our Grammy nomination for Lean Back. So even when we did Lean Back, when we did Yeah, Take Me Home, I didn't have a record deal. When I did the Terror Squad album, they paid me for each song that I did as a side artist.
Wow.
Because I didn't want to sign. They was telling me something like if I signed as a member of the Terror Squad for that album, like they were also going to sign me as my solo deal. And I was like what part of the game is that? Right. So I was like, I'm not signing neither one. I'll do the album was already done. Right. So they had to pay me or either take me off every song. Right. And if you get the Terror Squad album, you take me off every song. It's a Fat Joe's album, pretty much.
Okay. So, by the way, have you ever ghostwritten for Fat Joe? Because that's the word in the street.
What it is when we'll be in the studio, we'll make a song together, and they'll be like, what's the right word that rhyme with this? Or, here's the hook that we're going to do. It was never like me just, here's the song. And,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It was never like that. The same way, if I'm in this, well, no one ever really does that for me, but it's just, it was never this me here, this is your whole album. Yeah. Never. Okay. That's just people talking. And when he hears that, he feels like instead of, well, not even him, it may not even be him, the people around him, they hear that, they're like, Remy's probably telling them this. Like, why would I tell people that?
Okay,
what do I get out of that?
Let me ask you, they left the gray hair in your hair. Don't you hate that?
Really?
Here it is.
Hated it.
I tell them, I'm like, you make sure when you weft up my hair, you pull all the grays out.
This is a new style I'm going with. Just
I
blonde
like
on
that.
the tips and blonde it out.
Yeah, it's blonde on the tip and
I can't bleach my hair no more. No more bleach.
Yeah.
I quit.
I quit. Yeah, I've been there.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Funkmaster Flex. Mm-hmm. The word is that he's not. I think he said the word. Taryn, you said he said the word that he's not playing your music until Fat Joe calls him up with the thumbs up.
He said that?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy. I heard last week that he said I'm officially the queen of NY. Like that was the last thing I heard. So
when's the last time we heard any Terror Squad music on Bomb Drop Show? I mean, Remy music.
I don't know. I was listening the other day. I heard a lot. This happened when did me and Joe?
The beef went down Sunday night with DJ Envy.
Yeah. So this is what, Wednesday. I don't know. I haven't listened yesterday. Yesterday was my album release. My album came out yesterday, so I was listening to the radio. And the day before that, I was doing like press everywhere, so I didn't listen. But that's crazy to me. Like,
you better jump on the turnpike and head to Philly.
If he was to say
strict skills
that he's not playing any of my music until Joe gets, that's crazy. Why would that be? Like, I would want to know, like, why?
Because Flex.
What? Why would that be the reason? I'm not gonna play any more Remy music until Joe. Why?
Because Joe leads the Terror Squad and
who is the Terror Squad?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. It's you, it's Joe, let's see, Cuban Links isn't down anymore, right? Pun is dead.
Rest in peace, Big
Yeah,
Pun.
we just acknowledged him yesterday. 6 years it's been.
6 years, me, yesterday.
6 years.
Like, that would be, to me, that would be crazy to me. Like, if I would have heard him say that's crazy to me. So if that's the case, maybe I should call Joe and tell him to give him the thumbs up, because I just spoke to Joe the other day.
So you and Joe were cool, even after you went on the radio?
Joe's heated at me. He's heated. He told me that he's not sure if he'll ever speak to me again. But at the end of the day, it's not gonna change the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody who knows Remy Martin for lying. Like, that's not what I do. It takes too much time.
This is what you said.
I don't care enough to lie.
Here's a Remy quote. I thought the whole Fat Joe beef with 50 was stupid. I'm a girl first. I don't belong nowhere between that At the end of the day, it's effing music. It's not my fault that G Unit makes good music, regardless of beef or whatever. They make good music, and I'm a fan of good music. Does Joe have a problem with you saying that?
I don't know. I don't understand how you would. What's wrong with that? Like, it is what it is. I'm not getting in the middle of that. That's not. What do I look like? First of all, I'm not nowhere near on Fat Joe or 50 Cent's level. Like, last time I checked, both of them were millionaires.
Right.
Like, I'm not a millionaire yet. Like, I can't never put out an album and make sure that everything's like, I can't just never do a song, never have a job, and for the rest of my life,
do you regret airing your feelings on the radio?
Yeah, but not because of what other people are saying, just because that's not my style. You know what I'm saying? I always took pride in all these years, even when me and Joe had millions of arguments.
Yeah.
Way worse than what happened on the radio on Sunday.
Yeah.
Way worse. Like,
what made
anything
you
I
air
said,
like
Joe
that?
said things a million times ever.
All right, just checking.
Like, but at the same time, ungrateful bitch before.
Okay.
Never called me. Well,
I'm just trying to figure out, exactly where it goes. Like, what made you go crazy on the radio then? Was it Get Right?
No, I'm gonna tell you what it was. What it was is, I'm just tired of being tired. Like, I really actually had enough. I felt like it was 2 weeks before my album. The label's telling me that they shipping 100,000 of my album. And
your son needs new shoes.
I'm calling Steve Rifkin. They telling me he's on a plane. I'm calling Fat Joe. They telling me he's in the Bahamas.
Nobody.
Meanwhile,
I know.
I'm on promo tour, stressed out every day, and we supposed to all be in this together. I felt like I was the only one that was hurt. So what was with me, I'm the type of person that if I'm hurt, I'm gonna do something till you feel how I feel.
Okay.
And the only thing I regret, everything I said was true.
Right.
Was what I said was true? Yes. Should I have did it on the radio? No. Just for the simple fact, it's people that, like, I was telling her, I had a girl come up to me and she was like, yeah, Remy, that's right. F Fat Joe. Like, hold on. Like, be clear.
Like other people are all up in the beef.
You can't say that. Like,
yes.
I can say that.
Okay.
Don't come to me because I don't want that.
Yes.
And now I got everybody else coming in. Everybody's in there. I always prided myself that no matter how many times people came like, so what's going on with you and Fat Joe?
Right.
I was like, it's all good. Because I never wanted our business in the streets like that. And it's not, people's like, it's like the Game 50. It's not the Game 50 because we really have love for each other.
Yes.
I've known these people, Joe, Mach, all of them, since I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
Since before I had a child, before all of this. So they have my young love. Like, it's things that they do that I just don't understand it. It's true.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I just met these people.
Yeah.
Like, I know his son. I watched his son grow up. He knows my son. So for you to tell me you love me and you want me to win and you care so much about me, but I don't see you in presence. Like, I felt like it should be no reason why he's not on my tour bus with me right now. You're not doing nothing. You're not. I mean, you may feel like you're not promoting. Yeah, you could be on my tour bus with me right now.
MOP is G Unit now. You were on Annie Up. How do you feel about MOP being G Unit now?
I mean, I wish them the best. That's my whole thing. If you mind peoples and I love you, and you tell me, Rem, if I'm here with you, I'm going to be struggling. But if I go over there, I'm good. If I love you, go ahead. Be good.
So
I'm not going to make you stay here and struggle
you to be a
with
part,
me.
Would you be a part of G Unit?
The only reason why I wouldn't be a part, I have nothing against G Unit. The only reason why I wouldn't be a part of G Unit is because I know Joe so doesn't dislike them. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that would be a total disrespect. Even though me and him not speaking, I know me signing the G Unit would be the ultimate smack in the face for him.
But we do it to each other all the time. Look at Casey with Nick. Let's bring that back around.
It's true.
You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
I know what you mean.
Nick and Jessica is now.
Now she messed with him.
Oh, where's my life in style? Show Remy. Bring her into the fold.
It's over there. It's the one
you saw it.
Seen it. What? It's crazy. But I'm not like that. Like, people looking at me, like, it's some people that's like, oh, she mad foul, she grimy. How she gonna do that to Joe? Like, well, y'all listening to what I'm saying? Like, I done been doing this for too many years. Like, it's not too much a person could take. It's not that much loyalty. And it's so much loyalty to a point where you're being so loyal that now it's just stupidity.
Yeah.
Now you're just stupid.
Yes.
Like, come on. It don't make sense. I'm going to keep bending over backwards to get nothing. I'm creating beasts and not speaking to people and not doing that. And I can't be on certain songs, or I can't be in a certain movie, or I can't be in because you have beef with this person. But I'm not good.
Right.
And if I am good, it's because I make myself good.
Right.
And if I'm not saying Joe never helped me. Joe has helped me. But at the same time that Joe helped me, I helped him as well. Just the same. Last year when we
walk around the metal detector, that's the only, from the whole lean back, and that song lit up the charts and the radio, but that was my verse.
And when it came to doing shows, because he was on the chorus, but when it came to doing everything, I just feel like, okay, let's take the song Lean Back, for example.
Okay, wait. Hold that thought.
All right.
We're going to take a break. Remy Martin's in the studio. We got some more questions for her.
Okay.
And I want to know ultimately from you what it is that you want from Fat Joe, so we can see if we can resolve this perhaps now. Because your CD is in stores and you need the support. We'll be back, everybody. Keep it here.
It's Wendy, man.
You had a caller call in once and ask, how do you not get crack lip when you chiefing?
Yes.
Tell them to roll a filter up in their stuff and they'll be all right.
Thank you.
You welcome.
I mean, they thank you.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS presents the WBLS Diet Pepsi Getaway and Play Trip a Day.
Get aboard JetBlue Airways and be our guest.
March 30th through April 2nd at the luxurious 5-star El Conquistador Resort and Country Club in Puerto Rico.
Lose yourself in the vibrant beauty of this grand hotel.
Perched on a 300-foot cliff overlooking the Atlantic and Caribbean Oceans. Relax and be pampered at the Golden Door Spa, El Con's tranquil path to inner and outer peace. Oh, hell, let's get to the point. We're gonna party. We're gonna have fun. I got DJ Quad coming from Jersey and JC Jace coming from Brooklyn and SNS coming from Uptown. We're leaving nothing to chance. Keisha Coles is gonna be entertaining us, and I need you to be at my private island party. It's Palomino Island. Come on, let's go to Puerto Rico. And hey, the party is sponsored by Bally's, so get your Bally's Total Fitness on. Oh, and don't miss Steve Harvey's Celebrity Golf Classic.
Listen to the Steve Harvey Morning Show each weekday morning at 7:15 a.m. He'll let you know when to call in to win. Be the correct caller and pack your bags for the WBLS Getaway and Plane Trip a Day to the El Conquistador Resort in Puerto Rico.
For more info, log on to WBLS.com.
It's the WBLS Trip a Day Getaway.
Courtesy of Diet Pepsi. Light, crisp, refreshing.
And the station giving you fun in the sun.
107.5.
How you doing?
WBLS.
I didn't think he was going to put that part in the commercial. No, not funny, but something that I think in the back of my mind. Why is it that part of watching a person on a trapeze is, I wonder if they're going to fall?
Yeah, scary.
You don't want to talk about it. It's not something that we talk about as humans. It's not something that we wish, but just, God, I wonder if he's going to... Well, it happened. A trapeze artist plunged to his death with a safety cord snap during the aerial performance over in Paris at the big circus that they have over there. 47 years old, he was performing with a 3-man troupe without a safety net, which is all a part of the drama of being in the audience. Like, oh my gosh, no net. You know, if the cord snaps, he's dead. And the cord snapped, and now he's dead. Yeah, well. This hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is brought to you by Entertainment Tonight. I'm sure where you can follow the story on Nick and Jessica and that damn Casey. And I wanted to talk with you about LA weight loss. 1-800-448-TRIM, 1-800-448-TRIM. LA weight loss is the way to go. There are a lot of choices that you have in terms of weight loss programs today. But then you got to weed out the crap. Like, you don't want to take, don't want to do a weight loss program that requires you to take pills instead of eating food. So throw that out. Then you don't want to do a weight loss program that requires, a week's worth of meals. You've seen this one on TV. A week's worth of meals sent to you through the mail, left on your doorsteps. You bring them inside and you just open up, like, it's like astronaut food. It's not even real food. So throw that diet out. Then, you don't want to participate in a weight loss program that requires you going to the gym 7 days a week. Why? Because you're a lazy fat slob. And you didn't get that way. And me too. Look, I'm pointing to me too. A lazy fat slob since first grade. Don't have the discipline or the strength to go to the gym 7 times a week. So let's throw that one out. What are you left with? Very few and far between. That's why LA weight loss ranks right up here with the best. Right up there. They don't require you to go to the gym. You go on your own. I will say this. I go to the gym once a week now. I was going like 3 times a week right before I had the baby. I haven't been able to get back into that mode, and I'm generally a lazy person. LA weight loss, my first 15 pounds I lost without going to the gym. This 15 pounds, I need to race my heart. Why? Because racing your heart is good for you. It helps you burn calories, and it makes you feel better. It's a pain in the behind to go, and I can only discipline myself to go once a week. I don't want a trainer, and I want to be able to go in there and do my own thing. I don't want anybody breathing over me and telling me what I need to do, because I'm still basically a very lazy person. But I go to Bally's, and I do my LA weight loss, and I drink tons of water, and I eat real food, not prepackaged astronaut food, and I eat chocolate-covered cherries, and I eat a little real butter on my rice. Yeah, I said rice. You want to know all about it? Okay, I've got the telephone number. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you by calling you a fat slob, but you know what I'm saying. From one fatty to another, I think we can talk like that. 1-800-448-TRIM. Look, I've changed the outside, but, the inside, I'm still, it still is what it is. Parker, 1-800-448-TRIM. And the outside has changed, but it's still not, it's to my liking. It's not to the world's liking. You've got to do what's right for you. You can't lose weight for anybody but yourself. And only you can determine what your comfort zone is, 1-800-448-TRIM. Let LA Weight Loss help you out. And you know what they have? They have a one-on-one weight loss counselor. My girl's name is Diane. I've asked Diane never to identify herself to you guys as my Diane, in case you guys ever ask, because I always end up talking to her about more than just weight loss, because that's how it is. It's a free shrink. I mean, it's not really free because you're paying for the program, but the program's affordable. A lot of programs, as you lose the weight, you got to get your own shrink to deal with your new waist size. And depending on how much weight you're losing, you've got a whole nother world of problems once you lose your weight. If you lose 100 pounds, man, guys are looking at you like they've never looked at you in your life. Maybe you can't handle that. One of my LA weight loss girls, she emailed me saying that she is being called the whore of her block now. She lost 125 pounds on LA weight loss. I swear to God, this is true. And they're calling, girls are coming up in her face calling her slut and whore and all like that. And it's become so impossible. She's ready to move. She said if she knew that it was this complicated losing weight, then perhaps she never would have done that, And I called her back because, I don't email. And I said, no, you want to lose the weight. The thing is that with LA weight loss, you've got to use your LA weight loss counselor for more than just, and she was just using her counselor to say, eat this or don't eat that, or girl, you really don't need those chips. Come down, come down, come down. I was like, honey, use that weight loss counselor for what she's there for. Tell her about the problems with your new size and how people are relating. It's better to talk to her than talk to me. That's your counselor. LA Weight Loss is affordable, and they're there for you. Let them help you. What is it, 20 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, or more? 1-800-448-TRIM. 1-800-448-TRIM. I wouldn't tell you about it if I didn't believe in it. It's LA Weight Loss. Oh, my gosh. Look at this. Wowie, wowie, wow. How would you love to be caller number 10 right now on the phones? Get on the bus Saturday, February 11th, Valentine's weekend, and have a special pre-Valentine's performance while you stay overnight at Foxwoods Resort and Casino and check out Genuine, Jagged Edge, and Donnell Jones and Case. Shut up. Wowie, wowie, wow. This is for Saturday, February 11th. Now, I will, share with you. This is the closest weekend to Valentine's. Valentine's this year is on a Tuesday night. You got to work Wednesday. There's only but so much getting it in you can get in. Because the next morning you got to wake up and go to work. You see what I'm saying? Wowie, wow. Let's give this away now. Caller number 11's going to win. 866 Get Wendy. Did I over dramatize that? Oh, sorry. Sorry. I mean, I don't mean to over dramatize things, but it's just a little bit in my nature. I don't know why I do it, but when you see my book covers, which I just got today, this is some drama for your asses. Ooh, especially the second one. The first book is Drama is Her Middle Name, The Ritz Harper Chronicles Volume 1. Released, I have an exact date, June 20th of 2006. Now, me and my writer, Karen, we are such planners because we're busy girls. We have other things to do besides spend the whole summer writing books. As it is, I'm going to have to be book touring with this first one. The second one will be out in December of 2006. Not only is the book finished, but the cover work is done too. And when you see the cover, guess what the second book is going to be called? I told you. The first one, which June, it's called Drama is Her Middle Name, The Ritz Harper Chronicles. She's dramatic. She's successful. She's pathetic. The follow-up to that one is called, and I'm so glad that this passed through the sense, The Ritz Harper Chronicles Volume 2. I called it rich. I'm sorry. Wow. I was caught with the juice mouth. I'm eating a seized lollipop. Anyway, all right, so Remy is still here. We're going to have her come in for the next and final break. We should take some phone calls for Remy also. You know, people telling her to keep her head up or, you know, screaming TS and, you know, what? And then hanging up the phone, whatever people want to do. You know, she needs to be felt by the people. So 866 Get Wendy. When Remy comes back in the studio, please call. And this is after you win the Foxwoods thing, and we'll put you on the radio. Okay. It's Wendy until 7 on BLS.
Wendy Williams! Microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Wendy Williams, experience.
Remy Martin. Oh, shoot. Should be breakfast. To be wearing this. Way too good to be. I got a reason. Way too good to be. Who cares if I got a little fat? My man said he like it like that. That's what she says in the song. That's right. Oh.
Hey.
Yeah. What is she going to get to? Who cares if I got a little fat? My man likes it like that. I love that. Because that is like the perfect line of a confident woman.
Okay, I got a little fat.
Yeah, and you know where the fat is. On a lot of girls. It's right here, over the top of your jeans, like the muffin.
The muffin top.
The muffin top. Or under your bra strap or whatever. But that's a real woman.
I'm good like that.
That's a real woman. Would you ever get liposuction?
If it got too crazy, yeah. I mean, I always said like right now I'm good. I'm still young, so I'm like I don't feel like it's no need. There's no reason why I can't go to the gym and try to do anything. But I think maybe once I'm like 39 or something, like if the way it gets crazy, like who wants to look crazy? There's a certain age where you can't get it away. So.
Well, trust me, because I'm up there where it looks crazy. I get my Botox, so like, you know, and I still, you know, I go to the gym and I do LA weight loss, but it becomes a fight.
No, when you get a certain age, like you ever seen somebody who tried to start working out after they was already like of age?
Yes.
You look crazy.
Well,
you look crazy. I've seen a few people like that, and these skin be all tight right here, but then the neck be loose, and then the behind the ears be baggy.
Oh, well,
like
that's a facelift. Yeah. Okay, so you're calling yourself the Queen of New York.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you fit in with Kim and Foxy at this point? We'll take little Kim first.
Where do I fit in?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like? I feel like we're totally like I'm not nowhere near them. Like when I say I do everything, like it's nobody could ever come. You can't call nobody right now on this planet and be like, yeah, I wrote such and such for Remy, or I put this song together for her. Nobody. Like, I'm nobody's puppet. Nobody tells me what to wear, how to do my hair, nothing. Like, that's me. Okay. Like, I just got a stylist, and I still end up doing most of my clothes.
Yeah. It's tough to be told what to do when you're really feeling your own thing.
Especially when you've been doing it yourself so long. Like, if I listen to me and everything goes wrong, fine. Yes. It's my fault.
Yes.
If I listen to you,
and
everything goes wrong,
I'm killing you.
I'm going to kill you, and then I'm going to want to kill myself.
Yes. I understand what you're saying.
Exactly.
Totally understand. What about little Foxy Brad? Do you think she's deaf?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she's completely deaf, but I mean, that's just crazy. I feel sorry for her, actually.
Okay.
Like, I really feel sorry for her.
Yes. And Buffy the Body, there was a freestyle when you acknowledged Buffy. What was that? Just a word to rhyme with something?
It was just funny to me. Like, people was like, oh, you're dissing Buffy. I was like, I'll take a Chinese chick butt before a face like Buffy's. It just sounds funny to me. Like, I don't even think she's like that ugly. Like, like she's not the worst that I've ever seen.
It's Remy in the studio. Her CD is in stores. We're getting ready to go to the phone. So if you would love to talk with Remy, there's your headphones right there. And you know her CD is in stores as of this week. It's called There's Something About Remy, based on her story.
If you can find it, there's only 100,000 copies in the whole country.
Yes, so now let's talk about that.
That's crazy, right?
Well, you know that particular end of things better than I do. While I dabbled in that's dabble. I can tell you everything about radio. I can't tell you everything about distribution and stuff with music. What's a good number for them to have shipped for you?
About 500,000.
Oh, geez.
That would be good. Even 400. Even 400. Yes. What it is with your album sales, whatever you put out, I say the average person, you sell about 30% of whatever you put out.
Okay.
So if y'all ship out 100,000 of my albums, I can't sell no more than 40,000 my first week.
And then it's going to look like you suck, and then the label's going to have a right to drop you.
Exactly. It's going to look like I'm crazy.
So there's the setup.
Exactly.
There's the setup.
Like, how do I win in this situation? And it's not, everybody who calls me, take a poll. I bet you if you go in the stores right now, you can't find a Remy Ma CD. Everywhere you go, they're sold out. And it's not because people don't want to buy my album. Their stores don't have it to sell it to them.
And because they didn't order enough, because they weren't sent enough.
Exactly.
Who do we blame here? Who do we blame?
We blame the record label, the heads of the record label, the head of Terror Squad, the head of SRC, and the head of Universal.
Who's the head of Terror Squad?
Fat Joe.
Oh.
But it's not. But that's the whole thing. It's not just Joe. Joe is under Steve Rifkin.
Right.
And Steve is under whoever's in charge of Universal. Like, it's a chain reaction. So I'm mad at all of them. It's just that
life is such
everyone
a mess.
knows who Joe is. So it's like crazy.
This business situation, though, you know what I mean? It's a mess. You need a vacation. Come to Puerto Rico with us. Keisha Cole's performing the whole bit.
I gotta go back on promo tour. I'm going back on tour.
You need to do something.
And that's what's so crazy. As mad as I am and as frustrated, I still gotta work. And because if I don't, who will? Nobody will.
Keisha Cole's gonna be in Puerto Rico.
Look at Keish. Keisha's a perfect example. Like, Keisha ain't had no bus. She ain't have nobody support. She ain't have no big artists or rappers behind her. And she had to, like, I seen Keish. Like, that's my girl. Like this, I done seen her grind in her little bus or her little car with her manager. Now everybody's like, Keisha Cole, and it's like
all
they
over
did
her.
Something.
All over her.
It's crazy. Like, just with me though, I'm not gonna sit back and wait till it gets to that point.
We fly you there and feed you.
I'm not gonna. Right? They don't even.
And Keisha's gonna be there. We can treat you better than at this point. The Terror Squad.
I mean, I'll probably go over there anyway, just on the strength that.
All right, let me give you the dates.
Down.
March 30th through April 2nd. Saturday night, which is April 1st, is the island party, and it's going to be crazy.
I can believe
crazy.
I'm popping in Puerto Rico too.
Yes. Well, maybe not anymore.
Right. Well, what's so crazy? But that's the whole thing.
You're Puerto Rican by association.
At the end of the day, it don't matter to me. Okay. Like, I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna suck nobody off. I'm not gonna kiss your feet. Just so you could be nice to me. Like,
yes.
Like, either you gonna do it or you not.
Yes.
Whether I act a certain way, either you gonna do it or you not.
Yes.
And it's most of the time, you be sitting here bending over backwards and they still don't do nothing.
Hey, everybody at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, she will be there. That's in Princess Anne, Maryland. February 15th. Let's go to the telephone, and because there's something about Remy's in stores now, and we want to help as much as possible.
Thank you.
Line number 1 is D in the Bronx and wants to know about your Terror Squad contract. Hey, D.
Hey, what's going on?
Talk to Remy.
Remy, I want to ask you a question. Now that you finally gotten out and you just Fat Joe, not not necessarily just dissing him, but coming out and putting everything out on the table, do you think that he's going to breach your contract so you can finally go on and make your album sales?
My whole thing is, what are you going to do? Stop doing nothing? Like, if you're not doing nothing,
right.
What are the consequences? Right. At the end of the day, like, I didn't just come out and diss Fat Joe. That's never my goal. Like, I tell people all the time, like, I have nothing but love for him.
This has been an ongoing thing that we just found out about the public because you've kept it quiet.
Exactly. I never say nothing. I always bite my tongue, and that's probably where I was wrong because I just held it in, and like a volcano until I just erupted. Like, and I just couldn't take it no more.
Over the bathroom mirror.
And it's not that I'm dissing him. He told me, he was like, yo, you just, I did disrespect him because I don't think he would have did that to me on the radio.
Has he called you since then and you all
I called him. He didn't call me. I called him because I felt wrong. When I listened to it, like somebody had recorded and I listened to it, I'm like, yo, I sound crazy. But it's for the simple fact, for 6-7 years, I've been telling everybody I love Fat Joe. That's my brother. That's my brother. So for me to come out and be like, he's doing this and he's doing that, I look crazy. But at the same time, it is what it is. Like, stuff happens.
Yes.
And I'm not going to sit here and say I never did nothing wrong. We've had terrible arguments. Like, I have no idea the things
does game help you
navigate
navigate your way through?
No, Game. I don't even speak to Game. I don't even have his numbers.
Valentine's Day is coming
anymore. Nah. I don't even speak to Game.
Hit the skins and scram.
It was. I never hit Game ever. Ever, never.
Did he ever try to get with you?
No.
So they say that you are involved with the rapper.
Yeah, they said that.
Do we know him?
I don't know.
Are you in love?
Yeah.
I mean, like, Valentine's Day is going to be good regardless.
Yeah.
How long have you been with this person?
About a year.
You want to get married?
I think every girl really wants to get married. Not necessarily really get married, just have the wedding. I want to make like my own little personal paper that we sign, like, all right, this is it, and we have a wedding.
Okay.
Like something like that. It's not really the whole judge sign the paper thing, just the whole ceremony and something like real sweet like that.
Okay. How much longer do you want to, like, do you have a plan, like you want to rap for 3 more years, 5 more years, 8 more years?
You want to have another... what's so crazy? It's to the point now, and that's probably why I'm so frustrated and so bad. I don't even want to rap. Like, they stole, like, my love. Like, this is what I love to do.
Don't let them dim your light.
You know what I'm saying? It was to the point where I would go to the studio and, like, yeah, I'm in the studio. Oh, I just made this crazy song. Like, now it's like, oh, I got to go to the studio. Like, they killing it from me. Like, I don't even want to do this. And this is not even a business where you have longevity anyway. Like, I could count the rappers on one hand that's been in it over 5 years.
Yes.
Over 10 years. This is not that type of business.
Right.
You have to branch off into something else.
You got to stick and move and do something else.
So I know I'm not going to be doing this forever, but it's like right now, I don't even care. Like, my drive and my ambition killed that. I worked mad hard. I did this album. Like, I know my album is crazy. There's nobody who listens to music that could tell me, like, Rem, your album is whack. You can't tell me that. It's impossible that you could tell me that. But it's to the point now, I'm just like, whatever.
How? Oh, wow.
It's like, whatever. And for me to feel like that, as passionate as I am about my music.
That was the first single, by the way, you were.
It's just crazy to me.
Whatever.
Oh. Exactly. That was the first single that was thrown to the wolves, like, that nobody supported that.
But we still loved it. But I guess
what's the point, though? I mean, it's great if you love the song, but if the song goes nowhere and it doesn't sell,
then what the hell is the point?
What's the difference? It's just another way. Move on to the next song.
Okay, so let's make an open message from Remy Martin to Fat Joe. Wait, turn everything off. Go ahead. Joe's listening.
Pretty much, he already know. I tell him all the time, like, I loved you, Joe. Like, I have nothing but love for you. I admit I was wrong for going on the radio and spazzing on the radio. That's not even in my character. That's not Remy Ma. Like, I'm known for spazzing and going crazy, but that was overboard. Not only did I wanted to get him mad, but I embarrassed the whole squad. Like, everybody who's affiliated with us and down with us and has been keeping us for that. But at the same time, you can't tell me that you feel in your heart you did everything 100% that you feel you could do to help me. I didn't want him to help me as far as music-wise and making my album. I wanted to do that by myself, and he let me do that. I executive produced my own first album. He gave me that leeway, and I just feel bad for the people that he actually went in. It's people like the heads of the labels that he went in there and he told them, suck my this and this, and went crazy on them. So I know they
on your behalf.
On my behalf. So I know.
Okay, now he's looking crazy now.
Yeah, so I know they're probably sitting there, like, we talked about it. They sitting there like, yeah, I'm glad we didn't give him that money. Damn! Look how she played him. But it ain't got nothing, like, be clear. Like, it's nothing to do with that. It's just, I feel like you could have did so much more. And in a way, I may have given up too soon. Like, I still have another single to do. The album just came out yesterday, so I still have things. So I may have given up too soon, but you know I'm not a liar. You know I don't bend the truth. You know everything, how I feel and what I've been through, and you know my situation. So just understand that. Don't sit here and let the people think Rem is crazy. Rem's going crazy. She well. You know how I be in that office. You know how I be when y'all ask me to do any song, any tour, any show. I'm there.
VIP.
Nah, for real.
No, I know.
They can't say.
It made me think about Philly. You know what? Philly's right down the street. You need to go see Doc B and Cosmic Strict Skills at Power 99. I know they're listening now, but you need to take this up to
Philly is my biggest market.
Go ahead, Remy.
Philly is my biggest market.
Keep rock on, Remy. And hey, if we see you in Puerto Rico, great. If we don't, we're still rocking with you.
I appreciate it.
Right, the CD is in stores. Get out there and
right
get it
now.
if you can find one.
Let's be clear. If you go and they don't got it, tell the manager of the store, tell who's over there to order something.
And by then it's too late to affect first week sales, because by the third week they would be thinking about dropping her.
Exactly.
So it is what it is.
Exactly.
Damn. Tell Game I said, hey.
I'm a smack her.
Everybody will be right back.
But I was never too proud to be showing it. Say I was too good for this necklace.
It's Wendy, man.
This show is crazy. Just make sure it stays broadcast right here, because it's crazy. Everybody I know loves it, even my mother.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Wendy Williams rocking your station, dropping hits across the whole nation. Wendy Williams rocking your afternoon.
Hey.
I have one thing to say.
How you doing?
I gotta tell you, I was in the hall talking to Remy Martin. Why did I feel like I was counseling? But I was talking to Remy Martin. You know what's nice about talking to Remy Martin for me? Because I'm 5'11", and she's like 5'10" or 11, and I'm thick, and she's thick, and I feel like I'm looking in the mirror, talking to a reflection. I'm not talking about in terms of looks, and I'm not talking about in terms of waist size or anything like that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just talking about in general, like bone makeup. I can tell by how her skin drapes and how her clothes drape that her bones are big like mine. My back is bigger than hers and her bottom is bigger than mine. But our arms, we both got, big, thick bones in our arms. And we're tall women. She had on the flat she had on Timberlands all the way up to her knees, so they're flat. And I have on my office slippers, which are orange Uggs. But I wasn't looking down talking to her, and I wasn't looking up. It was like wow. Like it's nice, you know what I mean? And when we hugged goodbye, I felt like I felt like I felt like I wasn't going to crush her like I often feel with women. I also didn't have to feel like I'm leaning down to hug her, which oftentimes I feel like straightening my knees and picking up a woman and dropping her. You know what I mean? I always gotta lean down and hug. And then I always get confused. Do I reach under your arms or do I reach around your neck? Do I bury your face in my breast because you're all short and this is all awkward? But everybody's gonna hug and kiss. I feel like I'm supposed to do something. But with Remy, I just felt like the hug was just so comfortable. It was very comfortable. And it was just no, it wasn't sad. Well, it was just comfortable. That's all. Hey, Remy. Anyway, and so while I was gone, somebody put this in my chair saying, the Grammys red carpet are on now on E. I'll be running back and forth to check it out. Oh, this is from Taryn, right? Yeah. Everybody's always running. She's got to run real far too. The TV in our office. You don't understand.
Oh, she can bring the portable in here.
There is no TV that gets E. We have no cable. Oh. We get no cooperation. You were in on the meeting. You know what is going on.
wow.
You don't want to know. I feel like I'm Remy Martin and they're Fat Joe right about now. Do you understand what I mean? Difference is that my situation will be fixed by the time they hear this right now. Because they know damn well that a show of this caliber is supposed to be checking out what's on the red carpet on E! With sound bites. And the fact that I'm even talking about it is making them mad. But the fact that I have to talk about it, it makes me even madder. How is the red carpet the favorite part for me on any award show? And I got... I think I've just made my point. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, it's that to me is crazy. To me, that is crazy. Wendy, I loved Janice on the show, but why did she have to talk with a ghetto accent and throw in the Ebonics terms? Oh, they're talking about Janice Dickinson from yesterday. Oh, here's another one. Wendy, I'm actually a fan of Janice, but what was up with all the hip-hop references? That was annoying. Let me see your grill. And that's from Peaches. I don't know. You know, I think that there are some, and we might do this to white people also. There are people who just, there are some people who feel as though they have to flip the script and become like you in order to be accepted or liked by you. I understood what you were saying, and truth be told, I was wincing. You know, Janice's references to the grill, and you missed the hand motions, but you know, she had her hands like yo, yo, yo while she was talking and grabbing an imaginary member. And, you know, I was just, you know, thinking, and, you know, and she kept calling me girlfriend and, you know, all that other kind of stuff. And I was just thinking, you know, I love you either way. You know, maybe that's just the kind of chick that I am. I don't know. You know, but nevertheless, okay, MySpace.com. It's very fun. Shantae Osborne, I like you. Thank you so much for sending me this. I was briefly talking about MySpace yesterday, and then we had to move on to something else. But apparently Dateline did something on Friday, and Shantae got a chance to see it. They had a 24-year-old girl go on MySpace.com and pretend to be a 13-year-old boy/girl, and she can't claim to be home alone, and invited guys over. And they arrested 53 men in 3 days trying to have sex with this. Wow. She varied her age between 12, 13, and 14. These men were all walks of life and professions. Teachers, actors, musicians, a doctor, and then a dental doctor, a rabbi. It was disgusting. Half the men on this planet, after that, you would believe, are pedophiles. 90% of the guys were white, just a stat I'm throwing out there. Listen, you know what I'm saying? It happens in all walks of life. So watch your kids on MySpace.com, because there's all kind of crap going on there. One of my very good girlfriends has a teenage daughter who, her daughter, I believe, is either a tweenie, like 11 or 12 or 13, something like that. I don't much pay attention to girls because they're of no use to me because my son can't play with them. So what the hell is the point? Do you know what I mean? Like when I'm looking to get with a girlfriend, you know, I would love it if you had a boy between the ages of 4 and 8. You know, when you get girls, I'm just like, all right, girl, I'm here to see you then. You know, no, I left my son at home. Why would I bring him over here? You know what I mean? Anyway, so I'm confused as to the girl's age, her daughter, 11, 12, 13 or something like that. The years go by so fast. Anyway, my girlfriend has a good enough relationship with her daughter and is committed to keeping this relationship where she's able to go on her daughter's MySpace, got the password and everything, or whatever you computer people use to get on there anytime it's not about snooping, her daughter lets her. They have a relationship that's open enough like that. And from what I've observed, this is mother-daughter. This is not best friends. The way she's navigating being the mother to a tweenie, soon to be a teenager, or whatever, is, I guess like a lot of the mothers are doing these days. You know, you have to be mother. But if part of you is not the illusion of a friend, you will miss a whole boatload of information. It's not like when our moms were moms or our grandmothers were moms. You know, like people say you've got to parent your kids, you can't be their friend. These days, you've got to parent them, but there's a part of you that's got to be slick with it. You got to be slick with it, but you got to slip in that friend thing. You can't let them get carried away, but you got to stick. Like, I admire my girlfriend for having this kind of relationship with her daughter, because her daughter clearly sees mother on one hand, but on the other hand, without this relationship right here, goodness only knows what's going on. And my girlfriend, because she's able to get into her daughter's MySpace account, that allows her access to read the notes from her daughter's friends. Okay, one of them has like a little like lesbian tingling. Wow. The mother doesn't even know this. Now, mind you, my sister knows all the mothers because all the girls look like, or you know, not my, this girl, right? The girl the girl doesn't have sisters. The friends are like sisters. But because of that, the girls spend a lot of times at the house. The girl's mother, my friend's mother, knows all of the mothers. You understand what I'm saying? But not that well. Just well enough for, you know, let's drop off the daughters and stuff like that. The girls, whether it's a problem with their mothers, whether it's a problem with forging report cards, whether it's a problem with should I have sex or not? You understand what I'm saying? My girlfriend is finding out all this stuff. And all she can do is just be happy that she and her daughter have this relationship. And all I can do is be glad that I don't have a daughter. And the stress that I'm feeling right now, I gotta know this computer thing. You know, I got to get on this MySpace. I got to, you know, be ready before he starts doing stuff on the computer that is beyond me. Mama! I don't know. It's a lot of pressure. I would love to hear from. We can just arbitrarily pick up the phone. I mean, we can talk about whatever you guys want, but I'm really curious as to how, like parents and for that matter, I guess teens and all kind of people listen to the show. How do you deal with this MySpace thing? And the computer. Hi, it's Wendy.
Hey, what's up, Wendy? How's everything? It's James.
Hey, James.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that with this kids and these pedophiles and...
Did you see that on Dateline?
Say it again?
Did you see that Dateline?
No, I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
You give me all my information that I need.
Oh, God. Thank you.
Thank you for the St. Ives, too. You can see my skin.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, James.
Yeah, but it's crazy, though. But I wanted to speak to Remy Martin, and I think that her and Little Kim will kill them out there. What do you think?
Well, I can't even think that far ahead because Kim still has more bid. Remy's 2 days deep, 24 hours deep in her CD coming out. In 8 days, her record label won't be paying attention to her if she hasn't sold enough. So, you know, who can think that far? I'm sure Remy can't.
Well, I think it'd be a good deal, and I think she should throw Rochelle Farrell, backup singer, because she could sing way better than Mariah.
I think that Remy Martin has spent the 6 years that we've known her being on stuff with everybody. I think it's time for Remy to either shine by herself or forget about it. Yeah, so teaming her up with other people, it sounds like a great idea, but team ups are for people who are already loved as they are. I mean, she teamed up to get us to notice her. Now that we've noticed her, it's time for her to do something on her own, and I think she's ready to do that. And, you know, no, I don't want to see Remy with Little Kim or Rochelle Farrell. No, James. I want to see.
Well, you're right, because Little Kim did what she had to do.
Yeah, I want to see Remy do her. Thanks for calling, James.
All right,
let's take another phone call. Hello, hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Keisha. I'm from Queens. I just had a comment about what you're saying with the pedophiles and stuff.
Yes.
Now, I didn't see that episode on Friday. If it's just Friday that just went by, but I saw one probably a couple of weeks or maybe a month or so ago.
Okay.
And, yes, like you said, it's absolutely disgusting that these men just come over to these kids' home
these young kids home trying to, obviously you know what they're going to do with the kids.
Yeah. Yes.
One of them, a man, the kid told him to come into my garage and take off your clothes, and sure enough, he went into the house naked. And then the TV cameras were there, and they caught him, he's butt naked.
Do you have
no
kids?
clothes on, come to meet the scene.
Do you have kids?
I have no kids, I'm sorry. I want kids so bad. And, you have a son, you don't have to worry about your daughter and whatever might go on with her. It's just as bad for the boys, but you also have to worry about your son, like, populating half the country.
Yes, shut up. Shut up.
It's a consideration, Wendy. It's just as bad for the boys as it is for the girls. Girls, in a way, you can mind them. You can control how many, kids they could have.
Right. But you know what boys do, because their fathers. Fathers are all too willing to let their sons bone the next broad right downstairs in your house. They are, because that's a sign of my son, knocking it down. I hate that.
Wendy, man.
So I called you like 3 weeks ago about me and my boy had a threesome and how he touched my butt. He came to me saying that he really want to have sex with me.
Well, you should have known that when he touched your butt.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS.
Wendy, here's my situation. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 2 years. When we met, he was living with two of his friends. So naturally, I spent a lot of time at his place. One of the roommates seemed a little standoffish towards me, and I couldn't figure out why. Time went on, and eventually, me and my boyfriend got our own place. Since then, the friend has gotten worse. He catches attitudes, makes little comments, and he even wants to come by at 1 o'clock in the morning, and my boyfriend says no, and he throws fits. What do you got to get permission from your girl now? He'll say things like that, Wendy. And he does this to all his friends when they get in relationships. Mind you, Wendy, throughout the 2-year relationship, I've only seen him with one girl, and even that was brief. So my question is he how you doing?
Ow.
The whole house could have been how you doing. I mean, hell, I'm not saying anything too much because I might slip up.
How you doing?
I knew this guy. As a matter of fact, if I can find my pen, I will write down the name. I'll use this one. I knew this guy, who I knew was how you doing, got an apartment with two other guys who were how you doing on the down low. Now, mind you, the dude that I knew was how you doing on the down low, except he was so damn queeny, I don't know who he thought he was fooling. But the other two guys were able to hide it. But just by virtue of being roommates with my... Yeah! Ding, 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 ding. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like, And this dude that me and Hollywood know would have never been trying to fool anybody with a girlfriend. If he was just on the down low and that's just the way it was. But the other ones, they all had down low. They all had girlfriends that they'd go out with and everything like that.
Ow.
So maybe a whole house was on the down low.
I'm gay. I'm a homo. I like guys.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. And then again, it could just be something as simple as jealousy. Jealousy that the roommates of... Okay, I was just trying to give her hope. Today's People Poll question, everybody. Oh, by the way, yesterday's, in case you missed Advice Hour, would you marry someone who was behind bars for life? 3% of the audience is crazy, but I just missed them earlier, so they shouldn't be here now, because 3% said yes. And 97% said no. Today's People Poll question is... Would you stay with your significant other if they were suffering from suicidal depression? P.S. and needed electroshock therapy. I got this question based on yesterday. I was telling you guys the story that I was reading in the last week's People magazine regarding Emmy, the white girl, the big girl model, Emmy, Emmy. For a long time, she was repping for us when nobody else would. So Emmy's husband, because she'd gained a lot of weight and started getting really crepey in the neck and wrinkly in the skin and stuff like that. And when I saw Emmy last on TV, which is maybe 3 months ago, I was like, my God, what happened? I mean, I understand, like she got bigger and just like she looked like worn. Well, honey, it turned out her husband was suffering from suicidal depression and was being treated with electroshock therapy. And on the road to recovery, And he and Emmy have written a book together. I guess him in terms of being the one dealing with it and her being the spouse sticking by him. And so my question comes from that. Would you stay with your significant other if they were suffering from suicidal depression, ... and needed electroshock therapy? Okay, there's 7 people in the room. Who would stay?
I changed my answer.
You would?
I might stay. I mean, till death do you part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here's to you on your sleepless night.
Yeah, that's right. Here's to you and that bullet through the eyes when that motherfather at 2:00 in the morning decides he wants to check out and shoots you, the 3 kids, and then himself. Now you explain that to your mother. I could not do it until death do us part. My behind. There are addendums to everything, and that's why they made divorce. No. And you know what? At least if he shot you in the head while you're sleeping, you wouldn't have to suffer because you'd be dead. But how about you come back from the shop, right? The Gristides, you're with your kids, and you open up the front door, and he's dangling from the stairwell with your Gucci belt around his neck. Now, you got kids with a lifetime of therapy, you with a lifetime of therapy, and a house where suicide was committed that nobody wants to buy. See? Think before you answer. Now, a new person just came in the room. That makes 8 of us. Taryn already said yes. I'm going to re-ask the question.
I change it.
Well, that's okay. We got a new person in the room. Would you stay with your significant other if they suffer from suicidal depression and need electroshock therapy? Raise your hand if it's yes. See? Not a damn hand went up. Not even new man in the room. And that's a man of a certain age. He's lived and knows better. That he's from the generation where death really does do them part. But see, even they have a bailout situation. Now, you can go to the WendyWilliamsExperience.com and believe until death do you part if you want to. Just remember that dangulation. Here you all come. And happy we will go. Oh, Mommy, we had the best time at Target. Thank you so much for the new... Wait, hold on. Let me get the full effect. Hold on. Hold on. I'm getting the full effect. Wait a minute. Okay, here it is. No. And happy we will go. Oh, gosh, we've been out all day today. Yes, Mommy, and thank you so much for the skates. And thank you for my new Bratz doll. Yeah, Ma, and thank you for my new Hot Wheels. Listen, kids, can you hold the bags while Mommy goes in her bag and gets her keys? My goodness. Oh, my gosh, and it's about to be dark. As soon as we get inside, I want you to take your clothes off for your bath. I need you to help your sister. I got to start dinner. Oh, gosh, the door is open. What? Oh, my God. Hell no.
What if you with somebody for 20 years?
Oh, shut up. That's what they made. That's a man. Look, he's from that era, 20 years.
What if you're with someone for 20 years?
Ask him.
And something happens, they lose their job or something.
Suicidal depression with electroshock therapy? Hello?
Hopeless romantic.
I just want to know. You just up and leave?
No, you catch up on your production so that I have a little time to find a new producer. Crazy. Now look, now we've overtalked the situation. Do we have any time to go to the telephone at all today? No. Okay. We're going to continue with the break. Look, we got the whole bonus hour to talk. We got the entire bonus hour to talk, but I'm just saying, you can go to the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. Taryn left off, she said suffering from suicidal depression. In your mind, please add to it what Emmy's husband went through, the electroshock therapy. The whole gamut. Would you stay or would you go? Would you stay? Yes or no? WendyWilliamsExperience.com.
And he said he would support his wife 100%. What?
From on the other side of the town, in a different residence. Yeah.
On Sundays.
See, he doesn't want to be all out there.
Crazy one in here.
He's not staying. You're going to keep her on your health insurance, right? From across town. But you can visit 20 years from across town. Right.
Yeah, I'm not saying we're going to be in the same.
Oh, shut up. Yes, no. Stay with. We're talking about staying in the same house. I have to talk about St. Ives. Well, there was a gentleman who called James. James said he uses St. Ives. He said it works. He said, thank you for turning me on to St. Ives. He uses the 24-hour moisturizer, or does he use the whipped silk? I forget which one. Listen, St. Ives is so affordable that you can buy the 24-hour moisturizer and the whipped silk and still have enough money left over to take yourself on a little ski weekend. Speaking of ski weekend, St. Ives is a proud sponsor of the U.S. ski and snowboard team. St. Ives is wonderful. It is not greasy. It absorbs quickly into your skin. It is affordable and available everywhere. I personally have been in the St. Ives family forever. In college, I started with St. Ives because it was affordable and effective. I went to school in Boston, which is almost as treacherous as being on the U.S. ski team because walking across the quad, the wind is whipping and it's cold. And, you know, I'm a college student with not a lot of money and you need the best moisturizer. And what do you use? St. Ives. It's affordable, it's effective, and it works. They've got the 24-hour moisturizer, which you will love. They've got the whipped silk. Your skin will be like butter. St. Ives. Do it for yourself. Do it for the ones that you love. Do it because why not? It's affordable. St. Ives. Okay, look. The bonus hour is at the top of the hour, and we're going to take a break now, and we will be back to close out the main part of the show next. WBLS. Oh.
Wendy, the greatest show on earth. Wendy Williams Experience.
This girl said, hey, Miss Thing, after you signed off last night, I couldn't wait to get home and check out your podcast. I spent 45 minutes downloading iTunes just to finally get to see you in action because you are the big sister in my head. I have to tell you, in one of the podcasts, you looked crazy. Your hair was looking very nappy, then straight. You know how, listen, you know how when you have really thick roots, like you need a perm and then the rest is bone straight? Yes, that's the tease and pop. I work very hard on that. Do you know how I get that? I get it by, a really fine tooth comb, and I lift it up and I tease it. Then I, you gotta then hit it with the Aquanet and then let it drop. Yes, that's how I get the big hair. She said it looked very nappy then straight. Look, she says, also, you had this pink lipstick on that made you look like you had no top lip. Absolutely none. You also had mad eye poppage going on. You can't control it. Otherwise, everything was hilarious. Well, then you loved it. Listen, then that means that you loved it. I am not an actress, and I hope that you don't ever expect perfection from me. It is what it is. I am probably the realest that you will ever meet in this business. You understand what I mean? Yeah, damn right, my eyes pop. I got thyroid disease, and I'm a very excitable, expressive woman. They're popping now as I speak to you. And yeah, damn right, I get the nappy straight. I like to tease my roots up real nice and then just let the rest of it fall. And what else did she say? Eye poppage. Oh, the pink lipstick. Oh, yeah, I love that. I look like I had no top lip. I might need some Restylane then. Do I need some Restylane to give me a top lip? I don't know. Thank you, though, Miss Thing. I'm glad you were thoroughly entertained by my eye podcast. A lot of people actually responded to that. Nicole, a.k.a. your Filipino sister, said, Wendy, you look gorgeous. I love the podcast. Keep up the good work. I got quite a few of them. If you got a real slow computer, though, then each frame freezes. Forget about it. You think I look crazy from what that girl said. Boy, when the frames are freezing and I'm just looking at you all eye pop for about 30 seconds until your computer moves, I damn sure do look crazy. But that's all right. I am what I am. Did you hear about in East Hartford, Connecticut? There were dozens of high school kids, members of the volleyball team that turned out to a big board meeting that was last week. Apparently, a 21-year-old male assistant coach was arrested and charged with 4th-degree sexual assault in October after he kissed a 14-year-old female student. The police started, it's like crazy. Wendy, Keith Sweat was a Wall Street broker before he started singing, so maybe he had his money stacked.
Maybe now he's broke.
I don't know. This is referring to the S Hotel yesterday. Okay, it's just all too much. Okay. Let's go to the telephone for some last-minute goodbyes. Britney Spears, by the way, I have the picture of her riding with her son in her lap. And do you know that the cops didn't press charges? They didn't do anything? Is that a white thing or a celebrity thing or a combination of both? Because I'll tell you, if that was Queen Latifah with her son in her lap, they would arrest her like they did when she had that weed and gun in the car. Look at Britney Spears. Look, and she got nothing. She is driving with him with no shame in her game. There's no tint. She's got the window halfway down so that not only can you see her through a clear window, but now you can scream to her, "Hey, Britney, first put on your seatbelt, then put your kid in the back seat." It's crazy. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Wendy.
What's going on?
I'm fine.
This is all too much.
I love your podcast.
Oh, thank you.
I really, really do.
Thank you.
And I was emailing you for 5 million years, asking you what it's going to be on, and you never replied.
Well, because I didn't have anything to say. You know, once they shoot, it's kind of out of my hands in terms of the process that it goes through. My partner, Bart, lives in L.A., and he flies into town every once in a while. But what he'd been telling me, because I was like, you know, where's the podcast? Why isn't it on? Apparently, there was some censor board that, you know, has to approve of things that are shown on the iPod. And they really raked me over the coals. You know, first of all, they'd heard of the Wendy Williams Experience radio show. So that was a reason, because everybody keeps billing me as this shock jock, which, you know, is detrimental in a case like that, because now they're looking for something so shocking, you know, and there's nothing so shocking there. At least to me, although they did request that several things be cut out, but it was nothing terrible. But I appreciate you for listening. Thank you very much. Can we go to a couple more phone calls, Goose? Okay, hello?
Hello?
How are you?
I'm fine, darling. How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's nice to have you here.
Well, thank you very much.
By the way, 65% of you were saying that you'd stay with the crazy, nutty fruitcake spouse. And the rest of you all are saying that you would leave. And that's the result so far of today's People Poll question. Would you stay if your significant other was suffering from suicidal depression and had to have electroshock therapy? So we'll give you the true results tomorrow. Hi. Well, I picked up the conversation because you were slow with it. And this is the end of the show.
Oh, no. How you doing, darling? This is Calvin from Riverhead, Long Island again. How's everything?
Hi, darling.
All righty. Hey, I want to ask, you know, out here it's hard to get your station. You know, it's like I go a block and don't get you, and then it comes in and out.
I mean, I don't know.
Internet.
Yeah, that's...
You all over the country, and I'm hard to get you out here in Long Island.
And you live right around the... Well, you know what you do? You listen on WBLS.com like a lot of people.
No, I do listen on the computer. When I hit the East End, then I have to go to the computer.
Yeah, I don't know. Even our phone connection's bad. Maybe it's your equipment instead of ours.
He's in the boondocks.
Yeah.
It could be.
But thank you for calling, Calvin.
All right, doll, you take care of yourself, yeah?
Yes, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I don't mind being called darling. I could tolerate that, darling. I could tolerate that. You know, as cute names go. I like it better than boo. I mean, you know, woman of a certain boo.
Ma.
Shorty, ma. Huh? Darling, I like that. Hey, Calvin. All right, you guys, I love you for listening today. Remy Martin, thank you so much for coming into the show. You totally sideswiped me. I didn't even get a chance to talk about the funky spunk on the drawers and the doctor coming in to tell you whether he's cheating or not. So I'll explain that to you all tomorrow. Take care of one another. Bye-bye. Don't forget to watch the Grammys. Sorry.
See you later.
Good night. Program complete.
What is so fascinating? Look, I can tell you all about the protein enzymes on the drawers and the funky spunk test and the doctor that's going to come in next week. See, the doctor could come in tomorrow, but I need you all to participate in this. So grab her thong, grab his boxers, and let's make it a date where you come up here next week. The test takes 5 minutes and results. You could be fighting in the fight room right there. We're gonna have a psychologist in the fight room. that room right there. That's where I go. That's where we go and fight with our coworkers. Right there, right over my shoulder.
That's the fight room now.
Oh yeah. Have you ever seen me in there with Vinny flailing my arms? That's the fight room. Yeah. Anyway, we'll send you in the fight room, and you can work it out. Or better yet, just take that back out to the street. But I want to talk. Excuse me? Why do you fellas have to pick?
No, go ahead. Go. Right here. No, I got it. No problem. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Why do they have to pick this part of the day to fix stuff around here?
You didn't realize you're on the air?
I really don't understand it.
No, it is for the show.
Everybody keep it where you got it. The bonus hour's up next on 107.5 WBLS. Oh, if I hold my head like this, do I have a double chin? Thank God LA Weight Loss was invented. They helped me lose that last crucial 15 plus pounds. I got to tell you something. I lost it in like 3 months or less. I don't even remember. I got to tell you, the reason that I don't remember is because LA Weight Loss helped me out a little over a year ago, and it has become a way of life for me. Without even thinking about it, right choices pertaining to food have become a way of life. Call LA Weight Loss. Let them do for you what they did for me. 1-800-448-TRIM. 1-800-448-TRIM.
The Insider at 7. Entertainment tonight at 7:30. An hour of star power. Weeknights on CBS 2.
Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you, I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby. Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man. Here it is. It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Hey. I was just catching up with my emails, which I'm now to the point where I get them like every 45 minutes on the show. And Remy Martin was in here earlier, so I got slowed up in terms of catching up to read them. I saw the Beyonce Pink Panther movie just about 5 times. Her name didn't show up in the intro till last, and Steve Martin is all over the posters. But this is definitely his movie. Yeah. Of course. I mean, but this good look for Beyonce could possibly make a movie 3 years down the road her movie, you know? Is that movie in theaters now? It premieres tonight. Oh, Wendy, I do agree with you on Jessica Simpson. I really don't believe that much in best friends. Your best friend today is your worst enemy tomorrow. I really didn't have to go through that kind of stuff because I know better. I have the foresight to know that you don't have another chick up in your crib with your man. You really don't have to be over 25 to know that, or maybe you do. I wouldn't even move in with a best friend. I know after a few months of the excitement, the dumb stuff would start. La la la, too much drama. Yeah, that's from Hannah. Yeah. What she's referring to is the new Life and Style magazine, which I love. Jessica, Nick, and Casey are on the cover. And one of the and the captions are just disgusting. Casey was caught kissing Nick. Their body language is all too close. You know, Jessica has been betrayed by her best friend. And I was just, I mean, Jessica was 24 when she got married and she was a virgin. she was still very much, I guess, into the best friend thing. And, you know, we all saw, if we watched Newlyweds, Casey around all the time. Hell, I didn't even like his brother, Drew, being around all the time, you know. But, you know, I mean, Jessica got a lesson that hopefully she will, you know, take with her to throughout her life. And hopefully, you know, for some people, you know, just, you know, fans of those kinds of magazines, whether it's true or not, there's still a lesson to be learned. However, pictures don't lie. Unless they took the pictures and spliced them together with Nick's arm all around Casey and then playing in the pool and all that. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Sick with it. Dear Wendy, how you doing? I'm a middle-aged woman of a certain age with 5 children and 6 grandchildren. My children are 35, 30, 25, 23, and 14. My last child is a daughter who is a pain in the ass, who is putting me through the test. I'm too old for her, Wendy, even though I have help with her from my older children. This past month, she's been a little bee. I need a weekend away from her. To make things worse, the past month and a half, I've had a sinus infection, bronchitis, not to mention a urinary tract infection. And I don't even have a man to share all this with. Help. I'm in a state of depression. I need a weekend getaway. Wendy, can you help me? I saw you online on a ski trip you went on last year. It looked like fun, was it? I don't remember. I guess not. No, it was fun. Ski trips are always fun. I'm not doing one this year. You haven't suggested. I guess you were just writing to vent. See, I wish you didn't say a woman of a certain age. I wish I knew how old you are. Your oldest is 35 and your youngest is 14. Yeah, there's something to be said, I guess, for having to put up with a 14-year-old at a particular age. I don't know how old you are. I'm assuming 35. Let's see, 45, 55. You're probably like 55, dealing with a 14-year-old. And because you've dealt with your other kids, I mean, it would be different if it was your first child. You know what I mean? Because then, you know, it would all be new. But you've been through it so many times before. Oh, boy. She said she doesn't have a man to share it with. Wow. Oh, Susan. Shout out to you. I don't have a Foxwood strip to give away to you. Maybe you were alluding to that. We don't even have a Foxwood strip this hour. Dear Wendy, I just want to let you know I watched the 2 podcasts on iTunes yesterday. I listen to the show every day, so it was fun to actually see you doing your thing rather than listening to the radio. I can't wait for the next one. Keep them coming. By the way, I had just turned on the radio before I heard you talking about the picture of Nick and Casey. What? Please repeat the story during the bonus hour. Someone let me know which tabloid you saw that picture in so I can look. Life and Style, Denise. And thank you for watching iTunes. So Madonna is opening the Grammys tonight. And right now the red carpet is going on. And Juliana DePandes and Nicole Richie's ex-fiance, DJ AM. Hello. I did not realize he had a personality. But apparently he's got a good publicist, you know, who got him the gig. Isn't there more honor in working the red carpet? Do they just throw anybody up there now to work the red carpet? And I'm not talking about Juliana. I like her. But DJ AM, DJ AM is working the red carpet. Ow. Let's go to line number 1. Terry's waiting in Brooklyn. She wants advice on a relationship. Hello? Hi, Terry.
Hello.
Terry, it's Wendy. How are you?
Hi.
Terry, yeah, turn your radio down, Terry. So it says you're working with someone. Oh, Terry? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, line number 2.
Yes, hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Tay Erie.
Oh, Tay, I see you want to talk about eczema and you're from New Jersey.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I heard you, well, actually a listener called the other day and asked what it was you use on your eczema.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter has it, and the doctor prescribed for her Elidel cream and Tripacort.
But in addition to that, he suggested to me changing her diet and eliminating dairy.
Sugar and dairy.
Since I've done that, she's had no more flare-ups.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
But you said that you use olive oil. And I wanted to know if you were aware that Palmer's, the company that makes the cocoa butter, has an entire line of olive oil for hair and skin.
No, I did not know that. I literally went to, aisle 3 at the Pathmark and picked up olive oil.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that olive oil is an excellent conditioner and moisturizer. I use it on my hair.
Hair,
and now Palmer's
skin.
has a line for hair and skin.
Well, thank you, Tay.
I just wanted to share that with you and the rest of the listeners.
Thank you, Tay. I'm going to have to take a look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Because, using olive oil on my eczema is great, but why is it that I have to walk around naked for like 2 hours to make it disappear? I can't sit on anything. And you have to choose what you're going to wear once you put the olive oil on, because like today, I put the olive oil on, realized that I wanted to wear pantyhose, then I had to wipe the olive oil off so that the pantyhose would come up my legs. So Monica's on line number 4 from California. She wants to talk about Nicole Richie and Busta Rhymes being caught together. Monica, please call back. Monica.
Hello?
This is not Monica.
No, this is not Monica.
Monica, I need you to call back. I want to know about Nicole Richie and Busta Rhymes being caught together. That's a good one.
This is not Monica.
Yeah, I know. What's your name?
My name is Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
How are you?
Good. You're not even in the computer. It's Wendy. What's going on?
Hi, Wendy. Hey. I can't believe it. I've been driving every day on Route 80 home to Bergen County.
Uh-huh.
And I tried so many times. Anyway, I've just heard someone told you about Elladale.
Mm-hmm.
There's a recall on Elladale, so don't even go there.
There's a recall on Elladale.
Okay?
Wow.
I'm from the medical profession, and this is something that I know of a fact.
Wow.
Don't even go there. Just change diet and not even the sugar, but the dairy.
The dairy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I do find that my eczema's gotten better since I've eliminated cheese. And when I say eliminated it, I mean, and you all know I'm a cheese-aholic. And I did not eliminate it because my doctor did tell me that if I eliminated dairy, my flare-ups wouldn't be as frequent and they might even disappear altogether. But I love cheese and I have a hard head and I didn't. Then when I realized that eliminating cheese made my colonic smoother and my elimination more efficient, because I get binded, one slice of cheddar and I'm binded for a week.
But do you know they have non-dairy cheese? It's not probably as tasty as the ones
Then again, I can't taste. So a lot of the grossest stuff out there is fine with me. I'm going to try. I've actually been meaning to go to Whole Foods and take a look at the cheese substitutes. For me.
But don't go there with the Elladale at all.
I'm not. I won't. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Yeah, a lot of the grossest stuff tastes fine to me. Like, I remember before I lost my sense of smell, tasting orange juice enriched with calcium and thinking it was the most disgusting thing in the world. Now that I have, only partial taste, I drink all of our orange juices are zhuzhed up. And my poor, husband and son, they don't seem to mind it, though. I buy the Immune Defense orange juice, which is another nasty one that I tasted, back when I could taste. I was like, ew. My parents are senior citizens, so everything has a zhuzh up to benefit them. So, when they're at the house, all of a sudden it's not regular Tropicana. It's the Tropicana with the zhuzh. And it's disgusting. And I got to scream at them and tell, look, this is our house. Can you please, buy regular orange? But now I can't taste. I bought everything is zhuzhed up anyway. Walada's on line number 7. She saw the Dateline expose on MySpace.com. Hi, Walada.
Hi, this is Gina.
Oh, Gina. Okay, this is a whole new crew of people. Everybody, I guess, just disappears from the computer and the phone after a while. Hey, Gina, what's going on?
Hi, who's this, Wendy?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Hi, Wendy, how are you?
I'm glad you're here. I'm doing well.
Okay, great. I called you to tell you, and actually to invite you to my handbag sample sale.
Well,
at the Waldorf Astoria Friday, if you can come.
As much as I would love to, I'm already spread too thin. But you know what? If you would love to email me at Wendy at thewendywilliamsexperience.com regarding your handbags.
Okay, I actually just sent the fax to info at WBLS. So
I'll never get that.
What is the email address?
The email is Wendy at the WendyWilliamsExperience.com.
Okay, I'll send it over to you, Wendy.
Do you do
my name is Gina, and the name of my company is Ferrantino Inc., and we have a sample sale every month at the Waldorf Astoria.
Do you do custom wait, hold on. Do you do custom handbags?
Yes, we do.
Interesting, because
we do.
It's not so much the fancy material. I just need, I have particular requests and particular pockets and secret compartments.
Absolutely.
Talk
to me, Wendy. We import, as a matter of fact, we manufacture our private label in Italy, and we import the rest of the name designers, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, Dolce & Gabbana, and we have current merchandise, everything that's selling in the boutique stores, everything that's in Neiman Marcus, all current. As a matter of fact, we have Prada 06, Spring 06.
Damn.
So, as well as our own private label.
All right. Well, send me.
And we have men's.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Bye, Gina. Okay. Bye. Okay. Bye. I'm trying to do a whole commercial over there. I was trying to shut it down while trying to be polite, and she was just, the Waldorf Astoria, got it going on, and all like that. Yeah, you can take a look. That's Remy Martin's CD. One of the girls just asked, can she take a look? A lot of people are sending me emails. There are some people who are saying they love Remy Martin. Others are say, you just hosted the morning show. Stop lying. You have to remember everyone is listening. Remy is phony. Don't stunt yourself, shorty. That's from Linda. Linda, how you doing? When is it appropriate for a girl to call another girl shorty? Yeah, I'm thinking not even when she's physically shorter. Like, I wouldn't call a girl shorty. Anyway, but Linda, thank you for faxing in. Wendy, I have never actually heard Remy speak in a full-length interview, and I like her. She sounds like your regular girl from the hood, but she's real, and I like that. Remy, don't let the backstabbing style of the record industry deter you from doing your thing. Stay strong, Remy, and good luck. Just to tell everyone to buy Remy's album on iTunes. It counts. And besides, since hearing about your podcast show, I'm sure most of your listeners have it now. Oh, well, thanks for the confidence, Vince. I don't know. Wendy, John Legend just performed on Oprah. He did okay. He sang a reggae mix of Baby I Used to Love You. Oh, that's my worst song. Baby, I used to love you. Holla, 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 holla. That's my worst John Legend song. When we came back with that Ordinary, people love that. So, like I was telling you, Britney Spears, the authorities investigated. They saw the photograph of her son in her lap and don't intend on pursuing to press charges. And that's that. It's unbelievable. E.T. wants to talk about the shooting of Busta Rhymes' bodyguard on line number 6. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, E.T.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Okay. Listen, I just want to make a comment about these rappers that are always shooting people. They're a bunch of girls.
Yeah.
I mean, and who does Funkmaster Flex think he is not wanting to play her music? I mean, Mr. Payola himself.
Well, I mean, you don't know that, and because over here on 3 Park Avenue, we don't have to deal with all those kind of beefs and stuff. Like we're Switzerland when it comes to hip hop.
Right.
This radio station does not thrive on hip hop music. We play today's R&B and classic soul. And anytime you might hear some current hip hop, it always comes from this troublemaker show.
Right.
And it's not to get in the mix with the rest of the stations. It's
I like hip hop.
And how old are you?
55.
See, this is why, I will infuse, a hip hop song in with what's going on. And my bosses are great. They let me do that. Because why? I tell them why. Because I'm a woman of a certain age and I'm still snapping my neck.
Right.
I don't necessarily want to hear Heather Headley.
Right.
That's nice, but I want to hear a follow-up of something sweet.
Right.
And so we infuse and so on and so forth, but that is not our mainstay.
Oh, I know that. But I'm just making...
And I like that, too. I used to hate it. I used to hate it, and I used to hate it and the format and stuff like that. But you know what? It's nice being Switzerland. To all the other crap, all the other beefs, all the other stuff. Heather Headley and Ron Isley are not coming up here shooting nobody.
Right.
And I love it. I love it. So, but thank you for calling.
One more thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How you doing?
How you doing? Bye-bye. Oh, boy. Jenny says, I watched your podcast and I'm addicted. You're so fabulous and smart and funny. I don't know about that, but thank you. You, how do you get to it again? You go to...
You can download iTunes.
You download iTunes from the Apple website.
Install it.
And
then load up iTunes.
And
then search.
And then type in Wendy Williams. And my iPodcast officially kicked off day before yesterday. Well, that would be Monday. And so, if you like it, I appreciate you watching. We got 6 episodes already loaded in the chamber. We fired off 2 of them. 2 more, and then 2 will be coming at a time. And if you ever miss any, just know that we're not going to pull any down. It just becomes a collection. So eventually there'll be, like hundreds of them sitting up there, and you can watch like endless hours of crap. It's the behind the scenes of the show in the pink room, and me talking with various people here at the radio station or whatever. The camera virtually, when they on a tape day, they follow me. Whether I'm going to the bathroom, the copy machine, downstairs to get a Starbucks. They follow me everywhere. And then the other part of the following is into the studio, where they take the most poignant parts of whatever given show that was going on that day, whether it's a celebrity or not. And so, it's just a fun thing to do. Another fun way to, infiltrate like that. It was fun. Do you know where Spy is? It's a nightclub. It's on 19th Street. Yeah. Do you know where Spy is? On February 21st, I'm having a champagne sipping celebration there for the George Vasselli champagne. So I would love to see you come by. We can luxuriate together. We'll have the champagne, the George Vasselli. And that's going to be on, like I said, February 19th. Excuse me, February 21st. Spy is on 19th Street. February 21st is the champagne sip. JC Jace is doing the music. And, we're going to have fun and sip the finest champagne known to mankind at this point. Go to tastings.com and take a look. I'm not lying. Oh, gosh. We have the Laugh Factory tonight. Looking forward to that. Yeah. Shout out to everybody who's going to be there. Shout out to Capone, the Gangsta of Comedy. Drew Frazier's not going to be there, but I shout out and give love to you because Drew will be participating in the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience in Puerto Rico, which is going to be a lot of fun. Dennis Rodman is back in basketball. Does anybody care? Okay. Well, he's going to be playing his second game in the British Basketball League. Okay. Nobody cares. All right. I'm sorry. All right. So listen, South Central. Excuse me, not South Central. Yeah. What I meant is Central America is plagued by gangs, and there's a new twist on a reality show by putting the gang member young people in a house and filming as community leaders turn them into small business owners.
Wow.
So I have no idea how we can see this. Boy, I need to get me a piece of this action. Scheduled to air in March. Air on what? I don't know. But the gang members are going to be doing stuff like they're going to own car washes and shoe repair shops and all that other kind of good stuff. I think that's great. I think it's great to be able to, turn wayward people into productive citizens.
Many times that's all they need.
Oftentimes, that's all people need is a chance. And besides, sorry, I'm talking in my head before I deliver you my line. And besides, no. And besides, the car wash and the shoe repair shops are out there. What I hate is when they have the wayward people coming in your house, fixing your appliances and smoothing out your carpet. I believe in giving people a chance until I find out that that's what's fixing the dryer. Hell to the no. Like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know that. I don't want to understand it. Why it is that you would sick somebody on innocent people while they're trapped in their house. And that's virtually what it is. We were getting something done to our carpet the other day, and shout out to the two fellas that were at their house. I was expecting the usual fare, and the usual fare these days, no disrespect to anybody, short Mexicans. That's what comes. They mow the lawn. They do everything. And it's efficient, and it's done. They don't understand you. You don't understand them. Everybody understands money. Let's go. Okay? Why, when I get the ding-dong, do I open up the door to two guys with bandanas and hip-hop gear? Wow. I was frightened. I was by myself. I was at home. I was frightened. Oh, it was me and Mrs. Lopez. I was frightened. I press 9-1 on all the phones, so all I get to do is just pick the phone and press the other one. Now, I couldn't tell whether they were black or whether they were Puerto Rican or just I could not tell by their nationality. But one thing was for definite: they were English-speaking, get money Americans. And older guys like, and I realized that, everybody's got to work. Everybody's got to have skills. I have no problem with that. But it's a little bit more palatable sometimes. This might be ageism. If they're like 22 years old, because then you're like, well, that's the gear. These guys, could be in school. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, both gentlemen were very nice gentlemen. They were just a little older, like in their 30s. Oh. I would say like 33, 35, like that.
Could be correct. Criminal.
Well, that could have been one of these prisoners who are now out and trying to live a decent life. But I'm not going to lie to you. Lopez, give me for a minute. And she understood, and we had it all covered. We had it going on, So,
who got the kitchen knife?
Miss Lopez, she's Puerto Rican. You know that, please. You know me, I have my little pearly handle, and I stuck my cell phone to my hip so that anywhere I walked, I had a phone. I wasn't playing.
Wow.
Now, mind you, the carpet was in our bedroom. So now they're all up in the house. My office, which has all like that shows Wendy Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like no place else is like that. But the carpet, my office, and in the playroom, right? So it was like a 3-hour job they had to do. About an hour into the job. About an hour into the job. Now, mind you, I'm feeling, you know what, Wendy? You're an ignorant broad. You know what I'm saying? They were doing their job. They were doing their thing. There was no extra worker and so on and so forth. About an hour into the job, they finished with one room. They said, Mrs. Williams, is this okay with you? Nowhere on the paperwork did it say Williams. Now, you know damn well. I shot a look, my neck whipped around. I was like, my name is Mrs. Hunter. Like, I didn't deliver it the way I was feeling it, but I was feeling defensive. I was feeling violated, almost like I had been raped and stripped and left out in the street with my legs wide open, like exposed. So I said, my name is Mrs. Hunter. And I said, and it's a beautiful job. Thank you. I said, so now, we'll move to the next room. But I felt so violated. Now, at the end of the job, towards the end of the job, the other dude said, I just want you to know I will never forget this day, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Mind you, at this point, my palms are starting to sweat. Like, please, I will never forget this day. And then he said, I'm an aspiring musician, and you just wanted to know if I can use this. I cut him off. I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I did not call the company and say, look, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And I didn't read them. But I said, absolutely not. I said, just please respect my privacy. Just, finish the job. I got a nice, buying you guys lunch and everything like that. And I already planned a tip. I don't care who showed up at the door. You know what I mean? I think I tell you guys sometimes I don't tip. I lie. I tip. I tip. You come to the house, you do work, I tip. I'm going to at least buy you a damn lunch. And I tipped him, and I would never call that company again, though. And I felt so violated. Right after that happened, I was like, Mrs. Lopez, where are your house keys? And, CeeLo was on it. She brought me to the house keys. What? They were in the booth, in the back, in the corner, in the dark, in a hole, in a locked door. She knew. Why did I tell that story? Why did it take me the whole bonus hour to tell it? Oh, God.
He needed to vent.
I felt a ways. That's all. All right. So look. So we're going to take a break. First, let me do my WBLS information, because it seems like whenever we take the infamous break and then we come back, the whole rest of the show is a bunch of commercials and billboards. And I try to make them entertaining, but you can't hide what it is. It's another LA weight loss commercial, isn't it, Wendy? It's another frightening, fabulous living room makeover commercial, isn't it? So now I'll tell these to you, and then when we come back, we'll be free and clear to talk. This hour of the show is brought to you by Paramount Pictures. You can log on to WBLS.com to find out how to take the frightening to fabulous living room makeover challenge. The weekly winners will receive an iRobot Roomba vacuum, which I love, and then qualify for the grand prize, which is a complete makeover room done by Stephanie Cohen, who owns Benjamin Rug & Home Imports in Secaucus, New Jersey. This new living room is valued at over $50,000. You can log on to StephanieCohen.com to vote for this week's winner. Why can't you log on to WBLS.com? Why do we say log on to WBLS to find out more and then log on to Stephanie Cohen? Oh, look, I'm just going to read what it says. You can log on to StephanieCohen.com to vote for this week's winner. The top 5 weekly winners are on the website right now. So vote for the ugliest living room. And then tomorrow, I'm the one who's going to announce our first weekly winner. The current standing for the 5 pictures there, picture number 64 got 57% of the votes. Log on to StephanieCohen.com, please. I want to see what picture number 64 looks like, because second place only got 16% of the votes. That's picture number 43. There's a big difference between the number 16 and the number 57. Well, what the hell does number 64 look like? Picture number 44 got 8% of the votes, and picture number 30 got 8% of the votes. It looks like, unless something drastic happens, is that somebody's makeover? Is that? Oh no, these are the pictures of the beautiful furniture. I was going to say that furniture looks beautiful. It doesn't look like it needs to be made over. Oh, they have beautiful stuff. Look at Stephanie. Oh, look at Steve Harvey. Oh, is my picture there? Yeah. Oh, there we are. Look at Stephanie. Oh, we can? Okay. Oh, look at that. Well, let's drive all the business to our website. Yeah. Well, Stephanie's website is on here.
Yeah, she's... Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're driving to everybody.
To everybody.
Well, what's picture number 64 look like?
This one here.
Oh, a mess.
Oh.
Bunch of throw pillow, negroiding, big color TV, and no damn furniture. You know what? White people, this happens in your community too. Let me just take a look at this. Yep. You know what? That shouldn't even win. I don't even like that. I see every up-to-date electronic item. And everybody, and the people in there laying on a hardwood floor with no damn furniture. That makes no sense. And furthermore, picture number 44 doesn't look like a bad living room. It looks like a woman or a man who doesn't know how to clean. I tell you which one I think. Let me vote. Put that back up. You can go to StephanieCohen.com. What happened? You lost it? Okay, bring it back up. I'll just say it real quick. All right, picture number 64 should not get a living room makeover because they had money to buy the big screen TV, but not to buy a couch. Okay, priorities screwed up. Picture number 44, the beautiful yellow leather ensembles look great. Somebody just needs to clean. Picture number, let me see this one right here. What number is that?
This is 40, this one here?
Yes. Picture number 30, I don't see enough of the living room to tell whether it's bad. I love the coloring on the walls. The Christmas gifts look great. If you have enough money for those Christmas gifts, why couldn't you buy a living room? Come on, back. Nope, I want to see some more pictures. Picture number 43 should win. Damn folding chairs and all kind of crap. all kind of crap going on in picture number 43. How many votes did they get? Oh, that's second place with 16%. I'm voting for picture number 43. Of course, I can't vote because I work here. See, people vote for number 64 only because it's so empty and there's two human beings laying on the floor. Is anybody observing the state-of-the-art electronics there? Come on. Scott, I feel very embarrassed for my people.
Wow.
Your people do that too.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, see?
Definitely. My 62-inch screen sits just like that.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't play around. You know, if it goes on, it works, I use it.
But you have no furniture?
No, I have furniture, but, you know, I have wall-to-wall carpeting. That's uncomfortable. You can't watch the King of Queens laying around like that. That's crazy.
Silly. Well, so then that's what you do. You vote today and don't wait. The other thing is, one more thing I wanted to remind you. Oh, the Puerto Rico trip. All right. So Remy Martin is touring with her CD. However, what she also is doing is she is good friends with Keisha Cole. So maybe she'll be in Puerto Rico, maybe she won't. But I do know that Keisha's going to be there. And I know that we're having a party on Palomino Island. It's presented by Bally's. I know tons of people going on this trip who are already getting their diet and their workout on. This trip is going to be great. We're flying on JetBlue with TV in every seat. March 30th through April 2nd. We're going to luxuriate at the 5-star El Conquistador Resort and Golden Spa Country Club in Puerto Rico. Steve Harvey's going to be having his charity golf classic. Presented by, in other words, sponsored by Tyler Perry's Medea Goes to Jail. And then I'm going to have a bunch of stuff. I mean, first of all, it's a Thursday and a Friday, a Saturday, Sunday. We're going to be there. So I'm going to be broadcasting live around the pool. We're bringing our own DJs to Puerto Rico. I got SNS, JC Jace, DJ Qua. You know I like to have a good time. I do. I like to have a good time. I like to party and lay around. While I'm broadcasting, we're going to be having the pool party go on. Thursday night after the broadcast, we're going to have karaoke. I've never karaoke'd before, so this is like a special request to me. Everybody sounds like they have so much fun when they karaoke, and I want to karaoke. Plus, you know there'll be an after party after the karaoke. You got your choice of DJs, all three of them, one of them, three of them, whatever. We're bringing our own DJs. Friday, we broadcast around the pool again. Friday night, we're doing the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience featuring Capone, the Gangsta of Comedy, Drew Frazier, and, of course, there's always a party afterwards. JC Jace, SNS, DJ Qua. Take your pick. They're all fabulous. Then on Saturday, we are looking into arranging a party boat. Possibly on Saturday afternoon. And then Saturday night is the big party at Palomino Island. It's going to be a lot of fun. We would love to see you in Puerto Rico. You can either listen to win or you can call Sheer Travel at 888-212-4534. It's 888-212-4534. book your trip. Join us in Puerto Rico. Now we're going to take a break, and when we come back, you know what? You can feel free to get on the telephones. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about to ride out for the rest of the show at 866-GET-WENDY. It's 866-GET-WENDY. Call up, be a part of the show. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, and then it's Vaughn Harper at 7 o'clock on 107.5 WBLS.
What up? This is John Legend, and you're listening to the Bonus Hour on 107.5 WBLS.
Sometimes I say things I second guess myself. So I just said to Goose, well, you know, I mean, I don't second guess myself for having the thoughts, you know, and I try to choose my words very carefully, you know, but the story that I was telling you was real, and and then I was trying to remember why I started telling the story regarding the carpet, and it was because of the guys and the reality show and, you know, giving people a chance and the business and the car wash and like that. That's it. And I don't know how that came across, but, you know, I tried to choose my words carefully. It was just a story. It was a real story, and they were real thoughts. Goose said, well, some people might have taken it the wrong way. I said, but there are a lot of people who, you know, would co-sign with some of the things that you were saying. And really less to do with the Wendy thing and more to do with the, you know, two helpless women in a house, you know, and the ding-dong and you know, then the whole presentation thing. Then the frightening part, you know, about the CD and, you know, the music business. Oh, don't want to hear it. Don't want to.
Put that where? Put that where? Back there.
Anyway, all right, let's go to the telephone to ride out for the last few moments. Line 7 is Arabia. She wants to talk about Flavor Flav and how Negroidian he is. That's what the computer says. Hi, Arabia.
Hey, Wendy. I am flipping through the stations. I can't believe this mess that is on. It is so Negroidian. It's ridiculous. He had them fried chicken to go out on a date with him and his mother. This one dumb chick
put it in the microwave.
Yes, with jelly on it.
I know.
What was she thinking?
Are we more mad at Flav for having a show like that, or the girl for not knowing how to do chicken?
Both. All of them need to be ashamed of themselves. It is ridiculous.
But you stayed for the whole half hour.
No, I'm changing it. I can't even take it. I watched it for like 15 minutes, and I'm like, I can't do it.
All Nielsen has to do is register, 7 minutes of watching?
Oh, God, it's horrendous.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they're thinking.
I know, Arabia.
This is like a whole new low for a lot of people.
But you want to know what? It's giving Flav a second chance at fame.
Wendy, come on now.
Okay.
He had a little thing with Brigitte. Ride that out. And let it go.
Did you see the Gastineau girls last night?
No, I didn't. I can't watch them either. I hate the mother.
Yeah, well, you know what? The mother tugged my heartstrings last night. Her sister, when she was 17, her 16-year-old sister was killed. Her parents retired from life for about a year, and she was basically had to, you know, her parents, I guess, you know, spazzed out of her for a year, and she was left to fend. I understood her better. I wish they showed that story in the beginning of the Gastineaus so I could warm up to them better.
Yeah, maybe I would have too.
Lisa Gastineau has a story to tell.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, maybe I'll start watching them then.
Forget it. The season finale was last night.
Oh well. I'll catch it on reruns.
Thank you, Arabia.
All right, Wendy. I'll see you in PR.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, she's going. Look, line number 6, Tamar from Elmont wants to talk about podcasting. Hi, Tamar.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. Listen, I wanted to ask you about this podcast. Do you think you're testing the market for TV or something?
You would think so, right? No, I actually have a deal with VH1 that has been rejudged for 2006 into 2007 and beyond.
Well, I asked because, you know, Howard Stern or whatever is going, and I think you'd be really good for it. So I was just wondering if you were testing the market.
Well,
no, I already would enjoy it.
I already had all my meetings with E. They flew me out there first class, as a matter of fact, and I was sitting up in Teddy. He's the president of E. They wanted to use me to replace Howard Stern. He flew to New York. He observed me in the studio. Blah 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 blah. He didn't see the vision. I have come too far in radio with success in radio to change to be on E.
No, definitely. I mean, we love you on the radio.
So, I mean, I'm on that radar. The problem with me and regular TV is every time I go up against the executives, it's always just that, up against.
Well,
and they always want me to tweak something that will eventually affect my baby, my love, which is
That's
radio.
true. And we don't want you to change, Wendy. We love you.
And you know what?
And speaking of changing, if you lose any more weight, you're going to look like a lollipop.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. That's the big head and the little body. No, I'm just playing. But you want to know what? Thank you very much. And you know what? The podcast was actually me getting frustrated with meetings with executives, and I mean like biggies. I can drop you names, I can drop you companies, I could drop you airlines by which I got there, hotels which I stayed. They all paid for everything. But the podcast, I own it with my manager and our partner Bart.
Okay, that's smart.
And it's our vehicle to do exactly what I want. And that's how I chose to do the podcast. VH1, we've got more of a handle and more of an understanding with each other this time around. They are still my family, and we're still going through with that. How that's going to turn out, I don't know. You know, Chappelle signed the paperwork, and then they started getting crazy on him.
That's true.
I don't know.
True. And we don't want that to happen.
But
we love you the way you are, Wendy.
And at the end of the day, I love the fact that you guys can let me do me. And radio, they can't take that away from me unless it's taken away from me. And my podcast, they can't control that. You know, with the exception
of... True. Well, I'm watching you right now, and I think you're great. So I wanted to call it hysterical.
Can you give everybody directions on how you got there?
Well, you know what? I already have iTunes downloaded because my daughter has an iPod.
Okay.
It took me forever, but I'm already there. So once you go into the site, you type in your name into search, Wendy Williams. You click on it. I'm not going to tell people don't buy the book because they may, charge you $18.95 for it.
Right.
But anyway, you click on it and you look for the experience and you look for the thing that says podcast.
Yeah.
And then you just click on it and it just comes on.
Yeah, we're going to keep giving you new episodes, and that's my little 3-minute television show. There you go.
Well, great. Well, I love watching you, Wendy. Great show. Thank you.
Well, thank you for listening, Tamar.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye. Kat, bye, Tamar. Kat on line number 2. I have to go, honey. We'll talk tomorrow. Tasha on line number 5 in Manhattan. Please call me with your celebrity gossip tomorrow. You guys, watch the Grammys tonight if you'd like. I have to go over to the Laugh Factory. It's the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience. I love you for listening today. Again, Remy Martin, I wish you nothing but the best. And, you work things out because, you're a good girl. All right, you all. Vaughn's up next with the Quiet Storm on 107.5 WVLS. Bye-bye.
Yes,
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS music starts now.